Walking Blind is hosted by overly emotional dudes who overthink and overanalyze everything. Nothing the hosts say should be taken as medical advice or opinion. They're not professionals. They're about to make that very clear.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Walking Blind podcast, the podcast where we like to normalize checking in on your homies. If you like what we do, please follow, like, and subscribe. It helps. I'm Mike. That is also Mike. And today we have an awesome guest. We have our boy Daniel Rodriguez in the house. Filmmaker, lover of MMA,
just wrestling and all the above.
Hello, everyone.
Culture,
and what?
pop culture.
Horror
podcaster,
film.
if you will.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's funny because we've been getting a few in the can to start one for phase 3.
Yeah.
So we're recording one of those tomorrow. We're
Hell
3 in, but we want to get at least 5 to 10 in the can first.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Good launch
launch
with more.
Yeah.
So
how was everyone?
All the things that I learned about podcasting from the show that we did previously, or the 2 shows that we did previously, we brought to the table here, and it's kind of worked out a little bit.
Good. Yeah.
So were you on the show that basically Joey got
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
Yeah. So we had the Robot Lab podcast, which ran for
good 3 years.
Yeah,
close to 4.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I remember it was. We were getting there, dude.
Yeah,
we really were.
We were picking up pace. We were showing up at cons. We were getting media passes, and then Joey, love you to death, came in and just decided that he was uncancelable
on somebody else's show.
On somebody else's show, and it was fun.
It was a hell of a time.
And then we rebranded the show because Robot Lab was the dirtiest nerds in podcasts.
Yeah,
we were just unhinged, and then we switched it to Popgasm.
Yes.
Right. So then we had Popgasm going, and we had a cool, probably the best podcast intro I've ever we've ever had. We were all rapping on the
That's
intro.
That's right. Damn, I forgot about that.
We all had rap verses to start.
I think I had a Ric Flair rap.
You did.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Took me back.
And then that was just, I think we all just got really busy. Alan moved, and then it was me, you, and Larry kind of back to the OG3. And everybody's schedule. I think you were just getting back into school.
Yeah.
And something was going on.
We shift because we would normally do Fridays, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to start shifting to Sundays. And the second that Friday got moved and went to Sundays, it turned to chaos. And it was well, now we have to try here, and now we have to try here, and now we have to try here. And if I remember correctly, we left off in each of our top 10 of the top 50 best action movies ever.
Yeah.
And each episode was 10, and then, descending to number 1.
And then we never explained.
So I'm here to tell you about number
why.
9. Only took 4 years to get me.
But yeah, so then that was, and then during that time, we had run into you at LA Comic Con?
Palm Springs.
Oh no, it was the LA one.
I think it was LA. And
well, I could have sworn it was Palm Springs. Or did we run into somebody?
No, we ran into Jesse.
Okay.
A different Jesse, the avocado art guy.
How do you know people with the duplicate names?
It's weird, man. I'm really bad at names, so I only keep the people around that share names, right? Smart. There's 4 Daniels that I know.
There you
go. There's a few Jessies. There's a ton of Mikes.
Yeah. But you ran into Jesse.
Yeah, we ran into Jesse, which I've been trying to get him on the show, but he's been super busy, with every art show, patches and pins, everything. He's there, and he's flying all over the place. So one day I'll reel him in and get him. And he'll randomly show up on tour with a bunch of punk rock bands and then go back to art shows and stuff. So shout out Jesse JFR, man. He's doing cool stuff.
Hell of a time though, man. Yeah, those were
Yeah,
we were going for a while, dude. And we would get, remember those crazy downloads we would get from internationally, thousands of downloads from Spain.
Yeah, weird.
or like the weirdest places.
Listen, more than this show gets. Okay.
It was great. Like I remember we would come in each Friday and like.
Yeah, why did somebody listen to 50 episodes in Morocco this week?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
it
know.
was so random. I remember coming back from Tokyo, and the following week, these dudes are like, "What the fuck happened?" Because we had like 5,000 downloads or something, and all I did was like talk to like 2 people.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
Yeah, it was cool though. It's just like, but also with that show, it was we stayed pretty on top of, like, it forced us to be on top of all our films and all our TV series.
We were at the movies.
Yeah,
we were. Like,
we all went to premieres together.
Yeah,
you know. I think I feel like you came to 1 or 2 of them, like a Star Wars or
I didn't know, but you guys were.
maybe we saw them or something.
Yeah.
One of them. Yeah.
But yeah, so we just like that podcast was fun, and then it was just like gone one day.
It was gone.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh man, we should.
We had T-shirts. I still have a couple T-shirts.
Yeah.
I have a Robot Lab T-shirt.
Yeah.
Do you?
Nice.
I think I still. Before you leave, let me check, because I think I still have
Yeah.
some like leftovers that I had like packaged for everybody in their size.
Yeah.
But at the time, I think you were way bigger than you are now.
Yes,
So those
yeah.
are probably going to
Yes.
be really baggy on you.
That's okay. The ones I have are. I remember taking like they're all big because they're from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a black shirt with the yellow logo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The yellow triangle with the little robots in it and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was funny. We had that logo forever, and then we were at a con one day, and then somebody's like, "Oh, are you guys like trying to rip off the Nerdist logo?" And we're like, "No, actually, we didn't
That's
even put 2 and 2
right.
together that they had a triangle as well." But I guess, you know.
Yeah. I
And then
think
I had
that
to,
IG
like-
still exists too.
Yeah.
And I
It's still
remember
there.
when we did try to do the rebranding. I didn't Photoshop it. I used like the generic Apple one on my iPad, and I put the Robot Lab symbol on the casket from the death of Superman.
Yeah.
When they're all walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, hell of a time, dude.
Dude, yeah, that was fun. But that taught me a lot. Consistency. Like, the second that consistency goes away, it's
Yes.
so hard to get it back, you know, and like so hard to get back on track with things. And then just the ideas of like having those episodes banked before you even launch the podcast, right? Like for us, I think we banked
The first 4.
the first 4 or something like
Nice.
that, but then it was consistent every week since right after that. But yeah, I think it was such a slow, and I remember us being so excited because we were like, hey, we're getting T-shirts made for Comic-Con Palm Springs. If anybody is there that listens to us, come find us and we'll give you a free shirt. And we
Yeah.
had one kid come up to us, and that was the coolest fucking thing that we had
Yeah.
ever experienced. And
There you are. I found you.
yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then we were like, also at that point, we had gone through most of the day, so we had started drinking because we decided to start drinking at the end of the day, and he caught us when we had started drinking, so we were like extra excited about it.
Yeah. We had to keep up the tradition because like every 3rd episode, it was a bottle of the apple.
Yeah,
Apple
the
Jim Beam.
apple.
Yeah. Every 3rd episode, it was at least a bottle of that.
Yep.
And nasty ass high chew.
I don't understand how we got away with eating candy on the podcast. We're sitting around a table and the microphones are like this, right? And we have high chew. We have high chew in our mouth, so all you hear is like, yeah.
Fucking Superman.
Fucking Superman when he comes in.
That fucking Dawn of Justice trailer was 18 minutes long. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then we can veer off of this, but
Yeah.
the one highlight that I remember was we all wrote erotic pop culture fan fiction.
We did, yes.
And then we traded and had each other read
Yeah, we did.
our fan fiction.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
that I think is still clipped on YouTube. If you
Is it?
if you look for it,
Interesting.
It's the stories are clipped.
Yeah.
Send me that.
Yeah, I'll find it.
I do remember that, not just because I wrote it, but that I wrote mine. It was about Alien.
Yeah.
And the xenomorph and Ripley running from the xenomorph. But there was nothing graphic. It was all innuendo. It was all like, the what was it, what the fuck is it called on the ship? But the doors closed just before it made entry.
Yeah.
She watched it through the window as like it glistened and it was all that. And
dude, mine was fucking vulgar, dude. It was so graphic.
What was yours about again?
Mine was about
Power Rangers?
no, mine was about Super Mario.
Yes, that's
and
right.
how Princess Peach actually liked getting kidnapped by Bowser because she thought that they had a thing, but turns out Bowser actually wanted to bang Mario, and that's why he always kidnapped Princess Peach. And there was a vulgar, very vulgar scene at the end where they had a threesome that involved magic mushrooms.
Wow.
And to be fair, Joey Sanchez read it. So he made it extra,
yeah. I think Alan read mine.
Yeah. And the best part was just that, like,
what's up, Alan?
We've all been friends for so long that you don't expect, or you're reading this and you're not expecting the person across from you to write this nonsense, which was part of my thinking. Like, I'm going to make mine so extra because I know one of these other motherfuckers has to read it.
Yeah.
Right. And so there would be just moments where we just start dying laughing because you read a line and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to read this.
Yeah. Table. It really is. You know what it makes me think of now is, Weekend Update with SNL.
Oh, yeah.
When they have to read each other's
jokes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, look at us ahead of the game.
Ahead of the game,
Shit.
dude.
Dude, you guys should sue them.
Right? But yeah, and I think another thing that helped that us to really push and get downloads was we had ridiculous titles. Because we would just find one thing that we joked about on the show, and it was like, we first noticed that those titles would get us traction with, and I remember this, Feeling Classy in the Fake Taxi was the name of one episode.
Jesus.
And for some reason, it skyrocketed, and we're like, oh.
It was that Fake Taxi Association.
Yeah, we know what we need to do now, like everything is porn related.
Yeah, damn, dude, taking me back.
Yeah, man.
Well, man, look at you now. You got a tough shed.
I know, I got a tough shed in my backyard, dude.
Yeah.
What was the time frame for this when you guys did it?
This was 2000,
like 6 to 19?
No.
Sorry, 2016. Sorry, 2016 to.
I feel like it started like early 15.
Yeah, something like that. Because it was before COVID.
Yes.
Which, had we kept it going through COVID, that probably would have been even.
Oh, we would have. Yeah,
even
we would
better.
have been.
Yeah.
On our way up there, like we would. Yeah.
Man, we dropped the ball on that.
I think that's what disappointed us most because we were close to breaking that next.
Let's see.
Next level. Like we were busting our asses doing whatever we could. Like.
And I feel like the shows still live. Well, not all, because we stopped paying for the posting or the hosting. But when you stop paying for it, so yeah, like the last episode of Popgasm was 2018.
I still get notifications from that fucking Facebook too.
Really?
Yeah.
And look at this sick logo, that the cover art that I made.
Yep. There it is.
Look at that, dude. We'll put it up here. And dude, I think, hold on. Let's see if it,
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't pick any like.
Let me take you right back to 93. 6 years old, staring at a tube TV. Batman and Ninja Turtles all across the screen. Reading comics while my mom's yelled, "Get your room clean!" L to the A to the R to the E. Get the introduction, you already know me. What makes me pop? Find out and see. Star Wars, Marvel, straight to DC. I'm here to talk comics, movies and shit. Got my hammer pants on cause I'm tubed and shit. My boy Michael Myers got him squirting like fountain. Oldest ride, longest line, call me Space Mountain. What makes you pop? What makes you pop?
dude, that's it, dude.
Dude.
I remember we were so fucking like jazzed to like, okay, we're we're again, like you said, we're starting again, like
Yeah.
OG3, and just life, dude. Just
Yeah.
life.
And
Yeah.
even that,
Did you make that beat?
it was all like Apple loops and shit. But yeah, I put it together. But we didn't number those episodes, so I don't know how many episodes of podcasting there actually were.
I think we only did maybe like 11. Maybe. Yeah.
But prior to that, there were like almost 100,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, of Robot Lab. So yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, life, man. Funny thing, I guess it's kind of I don't want to call it a transition, but like we'd finished, like Robot Lab was done, Popgasm had, trailed off, and like you said, COVID and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you remember this, but like, everybody was busy, so we hadn't talked for like a while.
Yeah.
And then I fucking text this dude. It wasn't crazy late. It wasn't like midnight, but I had just got the 3 Jokers.
Yeah.
And I was like, have you fucking read 3 Jokers? Just not, hey, how you been? He's like, no. I said, I'm on my way. I'm going to drop it off at your house right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I pulled up, what's up? Here's the book. And I just left. And then just picked it up like a few months later.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
I just needed him to read it that
Dude.
much. But yeah, man. Again, life, it just,
Yeah.
man.
And it's that, but the cool thing that came out of it is, you got to go to school.
did, yeah.
Finally starting to do like all the things that we like talked about,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Fucking finally started putting it into action, and then
Yeah, dude.
now you're releasing short films, man.
Trying, busting our asses to do it
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah. It's funny because I was thinking about that on the way over here. Like, how many times did we talk about, and like how you're saying, like, did you hear me say, like, I need to make a fucking movie? Like,
Yeah.
I need to get a movie out of my brain. And
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy to think back on. Yeah.
And my favorite part about it is like big horror movie guy hates horror movies.
Really?
No,
He-
I don't like being scared.
Okay.
Yeah, hates being
So
scared.
it's not the quality so much. You just don't like being scared.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's some good ones. I've seen all the Conjuring movies, and like they're good. I just don't enjoy
Okay.
being scared.
being scared. Yeah. But yeah, dude. So okay, with film school, are you guys required to actually fully produce a film while in school, or is
Yes.
it like okay?
Yeah, it's funny because Phase 3 started with everybody meeting in film school. I started with the focus. I remember one of my professors referring to me as like a reverse engineer because I started with the focus on post production, which is still kind of like what I specialize in.
Right.
But like in doing so, like like I've always wanted to write and had directing in my mind, but I always was like, I want to edit. I love editing, just assembling and manipulating the timeline, everything. And so I went in, started editing. I'm hearing everybody talking about like, well, I'm going to produce this. I'm going to produce this. I'm kind of poking my head out of this room, and I got an internship. And it's funny because I got the internship, not sidebar, but I got the internship because somebody else just dipped.
Oh, they just bounce.
Yeah. And so like they pulled me in halfway through like the semester to do it. And in doing so, I started meeting people in classes and again, hearing them produce, talking about, well, I'm supposed to produce my short film, this and that. And took editing, took TV, studio, broadcast production, all that stuff. And then in specific short film class, it is with the required curriculum, like you're leaving this class with a short film.
Right.
And I did, yeah. And it's cool because what that also allowed to do was, so I wrote and directed mine, but it also gave you the experience to get your pitch deck out, to prepare yourself. It also was like, okay, so the class is whatever positions you want for your short film, but now like you're going to be a different position on their short film. So you get this.
Cool.
So you
This
do
experience
all-
across.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, I had written and directed mine, and then I was AD on somebody else's, and I was an editor on somebody else's, and so on and so forth. So yeah, and out of that was one planetarium. Yeah.
Sick.
So, yeah.
Sick.
So what I like, so you going to school and like learning like the proper way of how things go. what are like? Because I think for myself, like I never took lessons for like music and theory and stuff. So like I would, I guess, break and bend rules because I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like what's something like a rule that you had to learn in school, but you just either don't do or you like bend, I guess.
Honestly, dude, it's kind of everything, because it's the, at least from my perspective, it's the whole thing of like learn what the rules are, mostly out of respect. You know, conduct yourself, you know, in decorum and things like that.
Right.
And then it's not an understanding. It's not always going to be this bam, 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 bam. And that's saying something, because for me, a lot of times I'm like, fuck that. We don't have to do that. But it's kind of everything. Like, it depends, because when you're on a deadline and you're supposed to, you know, get all your stuff in Premiere binned properly, you know, to keep yourself organized, which I am a big proponent of, but sometimes like this is due in 3 hours. I can't spend 3 hours, you know, DITing my footage and audio. I'll break that rule in my mind to just get this edit going. So it really honestly depends, because when you're under the gun, when you're in production, what's going on, you're not gonna stick to everything. What you are sticking to is your professionalism. You know, that's what you're not breaking.
Yeah.
The other things are what kind of shift, because it shifts with production. And again, that's saying a lot, because for me, like, admittedly, depending on the position I'm in, specifically, like if it's AD, like there are people who tell you that I've been AD for like an asshole. And I understand.
Yeah.
But you keep schedule, you keep.
Yeah, you got to get things done.
You know what I mean? And yeah, so I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
It's interesting, because it, you know, for like we just recently ran into, you know, we finally finished an album, took us forever, and then of course right at the last minute we had to make some changes due to just time and everything.
The day that we were uploading.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
And so so like I guess for me, like when it comes to movies, I guess you guys, I'm sure, have deadlines, but also is it a thing where it's like, this is the deadline, or is it a thing of like,
Milestones.
this is when we run out of money or time?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. I can tell you it's, again, it's both. It's really dependent on the production, what's going on, especially indie filmmakers, you know. Indie filmmakers don't have money to begin with. Yeah. I can tell you that. And I'm sure we all know then it becomes a matter of time. Like if I'm not on a deadline for a film that I just wrapped, you know, I don't want to have it sitting in a hard drive for 5 years, you know, so you want to meet a deadline for yourself. But at the same time, I already burned through the money I had, so nothing else is really going to come of it necessarily. But again, it's really dependent on, I've been very fortunate and to find my people that I have with Phase 3, where it wasn't like, yes, money's great. We all know that. We all got bills to pay. But it was like, we're doing this because we love to fucking do it.
Yeah.
We need to get this out of ourselves.
Yeah.
I need to tell this story, whatever it is. And we all met each other when we were hungry and still are. And it was like, well, I can't pay you. I don't fucking care. Like, I want to do this. We found each other in the sense of, you got a camera. Yeah, but I don't know how to use it. Well, you're going to learn how to use it while we're shooting this thing that I wrote. And so, yeah, again, it really depends. I've been very fortunate when it comes to Phase 3 and the people, you know, that I found, my family that we kind of talked about. But it just really depends, because obviously if you don't have money, then it's
rough.
Yeah, then it's like copy, credit, and meal. I have enough money to get us through 4 days of production. And whatever we get out of that is whatever we get out of that.
Yeah.
And that's not money to pay people. That's to feed everybody. And if I need some existential items, you know. But again, it's really case by case. It's so strange. Like, yeah.
Dude, so we ran into that with the first Easy Out music video we shot. We decided, like, hey, let's fucking jump the shark here. And we cast younger versions of ourselves, and we had a full storyline, like shot it here at the house, like completely like switched up the garage, made it look like it would if like it was like 96 or something like that, or, you know. Yeah. And but when it came to casting, and we talked about this on the last episode too, when it came to casting, it was like, oh, we can only find people who are like willing to work for like a high five, and
Yeah.
you know, and so that led to like dope casting for everyone in the band, and me casting like a Chinese kid to play me.
Okay.
Who hated me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't hate me. Let me not talk shit about this.
Okay.
Kid. But he was
Let me
definitely
not bash a minor.
Yeah, he was definitely uninterested in being there, and uninterested in like all the other kids took initiative to like.
Yeah, they were like pumped.
Yeah, they were
like
pumped.
studying. Like,
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
sent them, and like
Yeah, and he was kind of like, I'm here, and he did his job. He came in, he did his performance. You know,
May I
whatever.
ask where you found him?
I forgot the cast.
is it back?
Was it backstage?
It might be backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Rick, our bass player at the time, was the one who like handled all the casting. He was like Rick used to own an escape room, and so he used to produce all of like the videos that would go with each room and stuff like that, and he fucking loved it.
Nice.
So when it came to us like doing a ton of DIY content for Easy Out, he like dove head first into it, and then we would have our buddy Noe, shout out to Noe, come and like run cameras for us and shoot. Actually, on that one, it was Ryan Foss, who shot that whole video for us, and he has his own production company, everything. It was almost that was his once a year he does like a
Pro bono.
Yeah, a pro bono.
Okay.
Like this is the way I give back. I do a
Yeah.
big project for like family or friends. That could be a wedding. That could be whatever. And so he came out.
Then you can write it off.
Yeah, yeah.
And in fairness, I coached him.
Okay.
And I openly for years said that he was my favorite.
Oh wow! So you were just
yeah.
getting it nice and oiled up. Just there's gonna be a time to cast this in.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
that was-
Yeah.
We call that grooming nowadays, but it's fine.
Yeah. No, it's I get that though, because it's that's a perfect point you brought up, because I've encountered so many now. Like we've noticed the people who are hungry. We notice
Yeah.
people are here. They
Yeah.
want to do this, and the people are like, just
Yeah,
I could care less if I'm here or not. And it's crazy, man. Like, because then you start asking yourself, like, well, why'd you make the drive then?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
could have just said, I don't want to.
Right.
exactly.
And because there's somebody else, even if it's like a small opportunity, there's somebody else that wants it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would have been excited and hungry to be
Yeah.
there and do it. Like,
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
and you know, like at the end of the day, I think he had fun. You know, like he was having fun with the other kids that were there, and
you don't have to see him again. You don't have to share.
no, I genuinely like feel like, but I think his mom was the one that was like, hey, you should do this.
Mom had fun.
His mom had fun. His mom was cool.
Okay.
His mom was fucking rad. And like, you know, I think it was just more like she was like, "Hey, this is an opportunity for you. Go do this."
Gotcha. I've seen that too. Yeah.
Right? So and so, like I said, like I don't want to talk shit on the kid, but he was definitely the least interested of all the kids
Yeah.
to be there. But yeah, just how do you guys go about like casting or like, you know, yeah, there's backstage. I keep wanting to say backdoor. There's backdoor.
Different.
That's the other
That's
way
the
to
old
be.
podcast, dude. That's the old podcast. Yeah.
But like,
Old way
so
of doing things, Michael.
hey man, listen,
Yeah.
I'm old school, okay? But like, how do you find casts that are willing to work for like that credit or that like high five, especially nowadays where everybody wants to get paid for everything?
Sure. Yeah.
Ask Jesse.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It depends. Like the first year, it was like we were the Wild West.
Yeah.
We were shooting a movie, pretty much a movie a week, and that was with
shit.
school, with our jobs. We were shooting a movie a week, and it was like free. You hungry? Like.
Yeah.
As we got more, streamlined and professional and everything, it turned into like, well, we're presenting this professional image. We're trying to stick with this. Let's be a little more professional. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of times it's as simple as a social media post and a Google Doc, a nicely set up Google Doc, and kind of the standard things you would see on casting sites of like, we're looking for, male or female talent, age range between this and that, this and that. Yeah, and just depending on the project, it's like how wide a net do we need to cast? We've been really fortunate, especially like the last year and a half, like to grow as much as we have.
Yeah.
So we've gotten a really like significant reach, and we've been fortunate enough to make contact and not just professional relationships, but like personal relationships.
Yeah.
Like people we can reach out to. Like, do you know anybody that might be interested in this role? Like, we need a child or something, like a child actor. And so it could be a social media post. It could be like, hey, do you know somebody, or do you know anybody that can fill this role? It really is, especially with indie filmmaking, taking stock in what you have, what you have access to, what who you might know. Like you said, you shot it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't go rent a fucking room to dress up to look like a house for $600 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You took stock in what you had and you made it work. So it's really just kind of that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we probably should have thought of that. We probably should have maybe further ahead of time, been like, hey, we're looking for a young Filipino kid.
Yeah.
That would play.
You're still very hung up on that.
Yeah.
I just, I feel like Rick didn't try hard enough to really cast me. He was like,
we have we call it the big chat. But we have our chat that we've built over like this last 3 years since we started the team, and there's about like 40 of us in there now, and we kind of use that as a big resource of like, well, this is going on. I don't know. Let me see if anybody in the chat, somebody across 40 people that just spread all over like the IE and everything, will know somebody that has like a friend right now. He's in production for Pickup Days, and he's looking for like an old, close as possible, like an old Western, those lamps, those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's this gentleman. I just edited his last short film. It was called The Insight, and he's in the pickups for a film called Two Graves. It's a Western, and they're shooting it out in Landers.
Cool.
And he's very, and it's just a good thing. He's very specific, like set drat. Like, I want everything to be like perfect. So he wants it to be down to the
the kerosene lamp.
Everything. Authentic as possible.
That's sick.
So yeah, it's just, again, taking stock in what you have, like who you know or whatever.
Yeah.
And prep. Yes.
And so that's a chat is like a community, or is that your team?
Phase 3 is the team, but then the community we built, like we've tried to include as many people as we can, in terms of, first and foremost, generally being a good person. You know what I mean? And you don't have, we've always prided ourselves on like, you don't have to be some fucking ace level filmmaker. You like to do audio, you want to learn how to do audio, I'll introduce you to somebody right now. They'll bust out their gear, they'll get the boom, and they'll start walking you through. You want to learn camera, like same thing. You want to learn how to edit, let's go sit down and we'll start.
That's cool.
And that's kind of how we do it. We don't, biggest thing, and not to, I guess, go too much down this rabbit hole that all of us do not like, but I specifically cannot stand, is gatekeeping.
Oh yeah.
It's terrible. It's awful, because God forbid you want to help somebody,
right,
and be nice to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why is that such a bad thing? Why do you have to go through these steps of like, I'm going to need you to spend a year getting me a cup of coffee before I think you can unload the equipment? Right. Like, why? You want to know, you're hungry for some form of knowledge about gear, again, camera, editing, whatever it is. What's so bad about helping somebody do that? And that's what we try to do.
That's it.
And it just kind of grew in our relationships with each other, with the core team. Like, I think I can say this, like, was really inspiring to the people we were coming in contact with, because they really enjoyed being with us, because we treated them nice.
Right.
We encouraged this artistic, or whatever you want to call it, itch that they wanted to scratch. And we tried to lift that up.
That's cool.
And so definitely a community. Yeah. And we've seen the impact of it, and it's been awesome. So.
It goes a long way, man, especially like giving people an opportunity, and then it could benefit you down the line. You know, you might have turned, this person who was kind of into doing sound to a sick sound engineer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may have had a hand in that. And then they can help you out,
Sure. Yeah. It's been, doesn't always work out, and I think
it's a two-way street.
It is. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily counterintuitive to say that, people do also find out that it's not necessarily something they want.
Right.
And that's okay, because I think that's something a lot of people are afraid to say sometimes.
Yeah.
Is whether, and it doesn't have to be filmmaking. It could be anything somebody does that they think they were going to like.
Yeah.
And then they get so invested and they're afraid to say like, oh, I don't.
We know
You,
that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
that through music. Touring is the huge.
Dude.
I'm sure.
That,
Yeah.
really quickly, who wants to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Touring is a make or break.
Yeah.
And like even going into like the technical side of things, I went to school for audio engineering
I remember.
and
Yeah.
realized real quick I don't like mixing. Like I'm good as far as like, I can produce and I can pull good performances out of people, and I can, we'll get you mic'd up, we'll get everything set up, and we'll run it and engineer the session. But like I don't want to do anything past that. Like I don't the like intricate balance of things, just I don't have the ear for.
Yeah.
But I still finished school and went through it all. But like being there helped me learn a lot about, like, okay, I like this aspect, but I don't like this. I like, the nerdy side of electronics, but I don't really like,
And in the grand scheme of things, you've learned about yourself. You've
Yeah.
learned about like
Yeah.
what you liked, what you didn't
Yep.
like, and you were able to realize that. 'Cause some people
Yeah.
don't, and that's scary.
And another thing too, like I went into audio engineering because I didn't want to go to college, because I wanted to play music. And I figured like this is in the industry that I want to be in, right? But like had I never done that, I would have never gone into voiceover work. So it's like a weird like chain reaction of things where like I would have never thought
one
that.
still fed the other.
Yeah, like I would have never thought that like, okay, you just use your voice to do, voice acting, commercials, whatever. That would have just been completely over my head. But because I had the background and knowledge, when it like came up, I was like, oh, I can do this. Let's try it, And then that has, helped pay for this.
And like you were saying about how in school you had to basically rotate and do different positions.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so helpful because then you can speak. Everyone speaks the same language, or you know how to use how to even if you don't necessarily know the details of how to do something, you at least know like this is in this world, and I need him to figure this out.
Yes. Yeah. And it makes it that, at least that I've found, it makes it a lot easier to communicate when you need something done. Again, this kind of goes back to your original question of like, or what I brought up, I guess, in terms of decorum and professionalism. You don't want to step out of your lane, but it makes it a lot easier to communicate to whether it's the DP or the key grip or the AD of like what you're looking for, what you're trying to do, because you have been in those shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As opposed to like, I need you to set up this mic better.
Right.
You know what I mean? What you know exponentially way better than I do, and that's just being a dick. And like again, respecting your knowledge that I know you have that I don't. And no, definitely.
And it is cool to have that like community aspect too, because like in cases like that where maybe it is a mic setup, or maybe it is something, you might have some like knowledge that this person might not have, or like a trick that you've learned, or like little tips like, hey, by the way, have you ever tried doing this? And just that little bit of like, that's opening doors and opening different processes. Like, cool, we just made this 10 times more efficient with just the smallest, nudge in a certain direction.
Yeah. And the thing about that too is, with all things, again, there's a respect and a professionalism and a decorum or whatever. But also like what we always try to do is encourage that, excuse me, while also like being very clear of like, again, staying in your lane, but also like, don't be afraid to, if you have an idea, a good idea is a good idea. Yeah. Even if you're a PA, a good idea is a good idea. Yeah. We encourage like, go tap the AD on the shoulder and like, hey, this crossed my mind and seeing you guys set this up. Do you mind bringing up,
right?
This might help. Mm-hmm. And we encourage that. Because again, why not support somebody trying to help and trying to learn and stuff like that?
And you remember being there too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck, I had this idea. And then like you get shut down. You're like, well, I could have done this so much better than that, man.
Yeah, you're just here to hand out waters. So
Yeah.
your ideas don't. That's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
So that made me think of something, a question. So, and I guess this could be for all of us, but what's an idea or a premise that you thought was like stupid or ridiculous, and then as you were doing it, it worked, and it was like, holy shit, this became way better than I thought it should have or it could have.
Error.
Yeah.
Not that it was stupid or ridiculous, but it was so big. So I wrote Error when I still worked at that other place.
The other place.
Yeah, and Error. A lot of my writing is based off music. Think of like I'll be listening to tracks and like what scene would I see playing out during this, and that just kind of inspires everything else. Anyways, I had Error written before One Planetarium, and not that I thought it was stupid or ridiculous, especially for indie stuff. It was so fucking big.
Yeah. Like, how do we pull this off?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember even giving it to Sam. Sam is in Error. She's the the lead, and then our friend and DP Paul, and because at that point Paul was like, "Who's got a script? Let's just read each other's script."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Well, I got this thing," and I just threw it out there. It's like, let's make it. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. And this is going to sound ridiculous. I don't know if you've got to look at it, but for an indie short film, it's
big.
The scope of it is really
Yeah.
big because it's a cyberpunk film.
Oh,
Yeah.
And for indie short filmmakers, no money, we filmed in Chinatown in LA. We got the Redlands Airport. We filmed all over San Bernardino Valley College because the film program, I pitched to my department head at the time, like, let's do this and have the department support it and involve students and everything. And they were kind enough, like beyond kind, to help with the insurance to get the airport.
Oh, sick.
They bought gear. The department bought gear that I was able to utilize, that you see, like the lights and things like that. Other stuff went down that didn't come through, but that we don't have to go down that. Ultimately, the movie got made.
Yeah.
So definitely something so big to look at it now, like it's so far in the rear view. It just had its final bow at IFF at Regal a couple months ago. The last time it would be on the big screen, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. And to know we pulled something off like that, dude, it's huge. And then the visual effects, everything. So.
And for people that are listening right now, like, where is the best place to see some of the work that you've done?
Yeah.
I figured we'd bring that up at the end, but that's okay.
Well, I figured just like there will definitely be people that are listening right now that'd be like, where do I?
Yeah,
look
so
this up?
you'll hit the Phase 3 films on YouTube. Everything's there.
Yeah.
All the not forget about my films. All the other films from all the incredible filmmakers that I've been fortunate enough to not just work with, but to call my friends and get so close to and be such a part of my life that I'd never thought it would be.
Yeah.
And we get to create and make these things together. Phase 3 films on YouTube, and then the IG, of course. But yeah, dude. Yeah. So something like that, not thinking I'd be able to pull off something that big, it was nuts. And it exists because of that team.
Yeah.
Like, I wrote it and directed it, fine, but it only exists and is alive because of them.
Yeah.
Because they believed in it. And again, we all believed and encouraged each other.
And for, I guess, like, for an up and coming like indie filmmaker, what do you recommend as far as the best way to get locations? Because I feel like that's always such a daunting task, especially for like music videos and stuff like that. It's like, fuck, where are we gonna do
You only
this?
do so many at your house.
Yeah, we filmed 2 at my house, 2 separate ones in Rick's old warehouse. Yeah,
A lot of people have asked us about locations because we've been able to pull off some of the stuff that we have. Honestly, dude, it comes down to, like, you don't know unless
you just ask. Yeah.
Yes. Be nice.
Yeah.
Always be nice. Be professional. Be very clear and straightforward about what is going to happen. Because if you say you get a bar and you want a bar, let's say you want a bar And you go in there and you get the owner and you tell them, we want to shoot here for 2 days. And we're just going to shoot 2 people having a conversation at the bar, and the bartender's going to serve them drinks. And he's like, okay. And then you show up and you completely tear the bar apart. You move shit and everything and all that. Do not do that.
Right.
Be very clear about what you're looking for. I've found it always helps to have what the goal of the project is to present to them, because it shows them that you're forward thinking. You're not just here to screw around. You have a plan for this.
Right.
You, again, indie filmmakers, you just like we all help each other. It's copy, meal, and credit. If it's a business like a bar, like, hey, what's your social media? I'm going to have a crew of about 15 to 20 people, so I can have them all tag your your IG and everything. Like, incorporate all that into that. Like, and you always, always, always leave the place better than you found it.
Yeah.
Good.
Like, even if you're vacuuming, like, do it.
Yeah.
Because that goes a long way.
Yeah.
But again, don't be afraid to ask for it. Like, some places, yes, they're going to want to know if you have insurance, but then I don't want to say it's a way around it, but there's waivers, like, location waivers. House, you can get a house, somebody's house. You can always find somebody. Again, a bar, something like a bar. I'm assuming you wouldn't need like fucking Chili's or something, but like if you wanted like a dive bar, those are going to be possibly a little easier to get into.
Yeah.
If you want an airport, it's good. It's not impossible. I can tell you it's not impossible.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little more work, possibly insurance.
Yeah.
You can get again, if it's 2 days, you can get a 2-day insurance policy. Depending on the size of your crew, $400 or $500, even if that's where all your money goes. But if you think personally
get your shots,
that's going to serve your story and your ultimate goal of the film better, then it might be worth it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you need a supermarket, ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. And I've found, we've known a couple people too, like, believe it or not, that it's on Facebook, like not Marketplace, but like how like the different neighborhoods and stuff like that, like Redlands community, this and that, or Coulter community, this and that, and how it's like everybody in the city's on there. Drop it on there and be like, looking for a location between this date and this date, and we're hoping it's going to be this. Does anybody know of or is able to provide it?
That's smart.
For simple things like that. You know what I mean? Of course, if you go to LA, you know how that's going to go.
Yeah.
Not saying anything bad. You just know how it's going to go. It's saturated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've made our base here because nobody thinks to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it really is just like, asking, thinking of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
The other thing too is you have to think about what's going to be in the frame.
Right.
Because if you have 2 people sitting at a bar, but you're never moving from this 2 shot of you guys sitting at a bar, well, then kind of all I need is probably a tighter lens. Maybe I can find some neon things to drop in the background. It'll slightly be out of focus. And then in post, you add in sound design, a jukebox in the distance and some clinking glasses. And then you have somebody playing the bartender, crossing the frame periodically. And you guys are just having this conversation. Who says it's not a bar?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Studio magic, dude. I love that.
Studio magic's the best.
I moved to LA, and so
Recently.
Okay.
Disappointed.
And about a year and a half, and so I have so the whole like film and all that, like I love consuming like film, but I've just never known, and living out here and a lot of our friends, like I know a ton of musicians, I know a couple stand-up comics and stuff, but as far as like the film world, I know nothing.
Yeah, the people that have
Actors,
cameras, they don't move.
Yeah.
Right? It's just pictures.
Yeah. And so I've met so many people out there that are like in different, different.
Sure. Yeah.
And so it's cool to hear that like you're making it happen out here, and I'm wondering, for some of my friends, I'm thinking about my friends now in LA, and it's like, all of them are going through, they're doing the auditions and doing all that stuff. Yeah. And so I'm wondering if they've thought about venturing outside of Los Angeles. But I wonder if that like defeats the purpose of a lot of them moving to LA to like.
But I mean, yeah, you move to LA is still your home base, but then hour drive out to the IE and then shoot like a little project just to have your name and credits out there.
And we've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had people tell us, and I've had people tell me specifically, like, because just technology and everything being how it is now, like, you know, everything's a self-tape.
Right.
Yeah.
Like 90% of auditions are done,
Yeah.
you know, from somebody's, you know, room, a room like this with their blue screen and their ring light.
Right.
And, you know, they're sending in self-tapes like all day, like 30, 40 self-tapes, you know, a day. And so I'm sure that's made it easier on people's gas and stuff. It hasn't let up on the traffic out there, I'm sure. But it's really, it's kind of, it's weird. Like technology has affected everything. So, but,
Dude, I mean, there was that really cool self-tape that Ice Cube did, War of the Worlds.
yeah.
You didn't hear about War of the Worlds?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's a movie on Amazon. The whole thing is Ice Cube just sitting in front of essentially a green screen.
Yeah.
And he's like FaceTiming with his it his daughter or something
His
like
son.
that? His son?
Yeah.
And like the world is happening, and he's like, "What's going on out there?" You know, and he's like on his computer typing and stuff, and that's the whole movie is him.
Apparently it was shot during COVID.
Oh, was it?
And it was
But
basically,
it came out in 2025.
yeah, like, but it was basically like, you know, everybody zooming in, the director zooming in and this and that. And
Yeah.
hey,
But
you know, yeah.
but it was so, because it was an Amazon movie, it was so bad, like Amazon product placement, where it would be like, oh, I need to get you this flash drive. How are we gonna get it? Well, Amazon has a same day drone delivery, and they would like, all you gotta do is go to Amazon.com, and then you see the screen go to like Amazon. Dude, it was
I think
terrible.
Yeah.
I think it was his daughter that was dating Amazon package delivery.
Yeah, yeah.
funny.
And the movie is rated horrible. Like you look at like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that, rated horrible. But it skyrocketed in views because it was so bad that everybody was talking about it,
about it.
right?
Yeah.
So
What is that? Like The Room?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, but the room has heart.
Yeah.
There's heart behind what. There was heart going into making it, you know.
Didn't we all watch The Room together?
We did.
I think
yeah.
we did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. It was-
But yeah, dude. Like, but it's to what you were saying and living out there and everything. Like, I have learned it's very weird because like nobody knows everything they say they know. It's just this thing that's talked about.
it's a lie. on
But
the
you're
record.
not tangible. You're not producing some tangible
Yeah.
like thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of strange because like I'm telling you, like I'm a filmmaker and everything. That's and that's amazing. And at the same time, I've like talked about like my family or people I haven't seen in a long time. Like, oh, okay, so what are you doing? This and that. And I tell them like, okay, I was ADing this project, and ADing is logistics and scheduling and this and that, and it's just, oh, okay,
Yeah. Cool.
like so you're just sitting down making a schedule, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it comes with that whole thing. So not necessarily knowing people or whatever, like it is, it's not like it doesn't mean you don't know. Like it's just things come like, and you'll learn about it, and then it just kind of goes on. And, yeah.
I learned about now I'm gonna fuck it up. It's like the series, but are filmed on like
Verticals.
verticals.
Yeah.
So I learned about that. I have some friends that are doing that.
Yeah. Verticals are big right now.
Huge right now.
They were like talking about it, and I had to just be like, "What are you guys talking
Yeah,
about?
what is
Yeah.
that?
What are you saying? Like,
Yeah.
what is this?" And they explained to me. I was like, "Oh,
Well, that's how like, so whenever we'll do like easy out content days, which we need to do, but we'll shoot like specifically, in like landscape for YouTube and things like that, and then we got to flip the camera and shoot a bunch in vertical so that we have for reels and social media and stuff like that. And I know like we could probably just frame our like landscape stuff correctly so that you can just pull those scenes, but it's so much extra editing.
Well, but you know what? I could tell you wanna if if you take the time to do it, you will save yourself time in the long run.
Right.
So if you're taking the time to set up your your 69 like your standard, and get everything centered properly and distance and all that, then you'll save yourself time later when you're going to do the punch in for your vertical.
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of scaling and adjusting and things. But it can be kind of annoying because it's like, okay, nobody move.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Verticals are huge though right now. It's crazy. Like a lot of people that we talk to and everything, it's like they're just booking verticals left and right because it's paying.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking for the paying gig, and understandable. So yeah.
And the advancement of technology has like come so insanely far that like you could make a film with your iPhone.
Yeah. And I would encourage you to do so.
Yeah. Dude, I just watched 28 Years Later. And like awesome film, but like all shot on iPhones.
Yes.
Really?
All shot on iPhones and like they
To be fair, there were iPhones with lens
lenses.
adapters.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was all iPhones.
Yeah.
And they called it the phone bar. I don't know if you saw pictures of it.
With the
It was like a half circle, and
Yeah.
the grips and whatnot, and they all kind of took a side of it, and this half circle just had iPhones like all the way around it,
Like 12
aimed at the
iPhones.
subject.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you have all different little angles you could pick
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
And so they would do these cool shots. So, it's a zombie movie, but they would do these cool shots where like zombie would be running and then it would force your perspective to change, but it would take you with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
it wasn't necessarily a cut.
Yeah.
You were just
yeah.
now we're
So
like-
instead of like,
yeah.
like a Liam Neeson Taken movie, right? Like he's running and he goes to jump over the fence and there's like 30 cuts of him from different angles jumping over the fence. Right? So with this, like you see that zombie running and then as it's taking you from behind the zombie to in front of it, you're seeing every step of it because the iPhone filmed from all the angles.
Yeah.
So it's cool how they're doing all this, like,
It's a bummer I'll never get to see that.
Honestly, dude. Honestly,
that movie is more like
it's super.
it's more emotion than it
it-
is like.
I was not prepared. I was a fucking mess.
Dude,
Really?
I was
oh
a
my
mess.
God.
I was
Really?
not
Oh, now you
prepared
got
for
me.
that level. Yeah.
I
Intrigued.
was like fucking just sitting on the because I watched it at home and I was just.
Yes. Because it's
Did
about
you watch it?
Yeah, it's about infected and everything, obviously,
Right.
but it's the themes and what's really happening under the surface is this child, not to give out spoilers, but this child who hasn't experienced the rest of the world and doesn't know I don't know what
He doesn't know what's out there.
he doesn't know what's out there,
Right.
but he's never experienced like the process of somebody dying. Like when we, as everybody we know, somebody passes away, they take them. There's the embalming and all that stuff, and the funeral and everything. This kid's never experienced it, and him and his mother come upon a doctor, who he was from the old world, and I don't want to give out spoilers,
Yeah.
but he learns about death. And it's this emotional thing of learning that
There's beauty.
there's beauty in this goodbye,
Yeah.
and everybody deals with it differently. And it's fucking beautiful,
Dude.
But it was like I was a mess. I was a blubbering mess.
I so many thug tears, dude. Like just and it's crazy because you look at something that like visually, if you weren't listening to the explanation of what's going on, it looks terrifying, right? Like you're like, there's no way that there's all these like skeletons and skulls everywhere, and like dead people and zombies and the different versions of these zombies and stuff, like, right?
Oh.
But you see it all happen, and then you get the explanation of this dude.
Context, yeah.
This dude that they say that guy's a fucking psychopath, but he has the most beautiful take on like life and death and everything, and you're just like. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything either because I feel like now you'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
But
It is a great film. Like it is. Yes, there's the scary stuff, but it is beautiful. It really is. Yeah.
That's the one with the guy from Craven,
yes,
and then the doctor covers himself in iodine.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Tell me,
actually
tell
really
me you didn't get fucking teary eyed.
good. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are these movies that had Cillian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy was in the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, it went from 28 days later to
28
weeks later. and then
This is a zombie one. This isn't the vampire one.
No.
right, yeah, zombie one. But
yeah.
this was like the zombie movie that they were like, oh shit, these zombies are fast. Oh shit, like
The alpha.
Yeah.
I still don't believe they're zombies, but again, different podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Love it.
But
yeah,
yeah,
dude,
it's,
they made it on phones, dude. It was
yeah,
crazy.
it's
Yeah.
Oh, that was made on the iPhone?
it was shot on iPhone.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. I would, because I know we're talking about this right now, but I would challenge you guys to do a 48-hour film project.
okay,
You get a genre, a line of dialogue, a prop, and a character. You get it on Friday night at 7 p.m. and you have till Sunday night 7:30 p.m. to write it, shoot it, edit it, and turn it in.
I would get
And-
stuck on the edit.
And I bring that up because people do it with their phones.
Yeah,
And it kind of is like one of the best film schools you can have.
yeah.
And I would challenge you guys to do that, like, because I think you would fucking love it. You really would.
I don't think I could afford to love it, man. my life's so busy right now.
I mean, that's the beauty of it, dude. Like it's just a weekend,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
All the guys like just bang it out, and it's fun. There are people I've met that do the 48 that it's like they do it as a family thing, and it's like,
sick.
oh, it's that time of year, like, you know, the family's gonna get together and we're gonna do 48, and there's a screening and everything. You get to do that, and like,
cool.
okay, we'll do it again next.
Bloodstreet 2, man.
So yeah. Yeah. So I would challenge you guys to do that. I think you would love it. Like if you could, there's several of them throughout the year. There's one in LA. They're everywhere. So
That's sick.
yeah. And again, you could just use your phones. And I would say just get a shotgun mic or something.
Yeah.
Audio is the best thing. If your picture's not great, as long as your audio's good, you're
Yeah.
golden. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have just a ton of like questions about this stuff. So
I will do my best.
We got some other questions I'll pull up too.
have you, I guess either for your own project or project you were a part of, have you had an experience where it's like, okay, we're filming a like this would be, we're filming a horror movie, and then as you're filming it, you realize this is kind of a comedy, or like,
Yes.
if you guys ever had that?
Oh, yeah.
before?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you do because, well, first, like a table read helps with that because you want to do table read, and as a director, writer, whatever, you'll assemble your table read, and then you'll just shut the hell up and take notes as everybody's reading it, because then you're going to see it, and then, excuse me, you are going to see what lands, what doesn't land, what's probably funny that you don't want to be funny, so you can try to fix it. But then on the day of, it's still you're gonna see what's working and what's not working. They say you make 3 versions of your movie. When you write it, then you kill that version when you shoot it, and then you kill that version when you edit it.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot. Yeah, and you, as a director, you want to definitely guide your vision, but you also don't want to stifle what's naturally happening, because then you're denying yourself something. So yeah, it definitely happens. Yeah, but it can be amazing.
Have you had any situations where an actor has come in and like ad-libbed something or changed a line where you're like, oh, this is going to change the direction that this scene is going in?
I have seen it. I personally, like stuff I've written and directed, I encourage, yes, please stick to the lines, but if you feel something, I would rather you go with it.
Right.
So, that is me personally. I have seen other people do it on other productions where they're not happy about it. So everybody's kind of different. You might be different about it than he is, and you want shit said the way you wrote it. I have seen it, and it does change it, and it can get real awkward sometimes.
I have a tendency to go off the rails. I think we all have that tendency.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to say it diplomatically. I do encourage, like I said, I encourage if you feel something that is better than what I wrote, I want you to do it.
Yeah.
There
But it's
are
not. No, I'm just kidding.
but I have seen moments where it's like, okay, what you're doing is not working.
Right. Right.
I appreciate it. I need you to hit this line, take it to an 8. Right now you're at a 4. But there's so much more going on here. The urgency, let's take it to an 8.
Right.
And if you don't approach that the right way and people are already tired and you've been standing in this fucking scene under these lights for 6 hours,
Yeah.
then people just won't. Like, I need you to do this. Okay. Action. And still don't do it. And
That's rough.
And it's this balancing act again, because you want to, me personally, I want to encourage it. I've seen other people do it, like I said, and
Yeah.
But again, like, thankfully, I guess I say it that way because it's like all things, it's the negative that always stands out, and the rest of the positive gets left behind.
Right.
And I should say that, like, I've seen way more positive than I have seen those negative things, and that's what matters.
Well, if I haven't told them yet, but once again, if you need people to die in any of your movies, we're your guys.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they're your guys.
No, we're your guys.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't need people to die in a movie.
We'll do those death scenes gracefully.
Well, that's so good for you.
Yeah.
Me and Sam always have this running joke about, like, when people dying, and it's always like the classic, the South Park, that. Yeah. I don't think I've had to. No, I have died, I think, but how it was cut, you probably didn't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. There's been so many. But,
I can roll a thug tear out for you while I'm dying.
yeah.
There's so much I wanted to do. What would your last words be?
I don't know. Well, it depends on why I'm dying, man.
That's true.
Yeah. Can't script that.
I feel like destroy my laptop.
Remember, you always said you'd delete my browser. Go do it now before I die, because I need to know you did it. Yeah.
It was me. What? You know.
So Ty had shot in a couple questions, but one of them he sent on our messages, and he was saying,
Is he like, are you working this game?
Yeah. He's like, are you working this weekend? So do you have any tips on creating something that is worth someone's attention span in a world of social media where you only have like 3 seconds to grab it? Like, what are the tips there?
That's kind of more marketing in a sense, because you want to grab somebody's attention. It's funny because when my film internship ended, I got pulled over to marketing, and I didn't know how much like film, like production, everything correlated with what marketing does. And I would say, one, you have to commit to your decisions and believe in them and commit to that belief.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Because if there's a doubt of like, well, you don't really care about this. If it's like a product or a commercial, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But
right.
like if you are personally trying to get something out that you want people to pay attention to, you need to believe in it yourself, because it shows if you don't.
Yeah.
And also commit to, even if it's only going to be a 10-second reel, 20-second reel, commit to spending the day on it. Commit to spending 2 days on it.
Yeah.
Commit to yourself.
Yeah.
Commit to, like, I want to spend the time to do this the right way.
Yeah.
You know, we want to go do shit. We want to go to the movies. We want to lay around. That's fine. I get it. So do I. But if you want this, commit to it, and commit to yourself as an investment in yourself. Because if that's the end goal you want it to do, then do it for yourself. If you're giving that time, you should be giving it to yourself.
Yeah. And even just in like shooting and filming and getting all the shots you need, like I don't think a lot of people understand how much time you have to have shot like how many scenes you need to shoot just for like a minute's worth of anything, you know, like even with when it comes to like music videos, things like that, like dude, our songs are fast, like minute and 48-second songs, and we're shooting for 8, 9, 10 hours just to get enough footage to make sure it cuts into that 1 minute and 48
coverage.
seconds.
Yeah. Well, it applies to everything. It's measure twice and cut once. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. Like, with pickups, error was 7 days, and it's just over 17 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah. Blood Street, which is what happened a year ago this month. Blood Street was 2 days a week for a month.
Yeah.
And Sam, over the summer, Samantha, she shot You and Me. And
she did. Where did she see it?
She filmed You and Me over a period of 3 days. I believe it was 3 days. I did the effects on it, and and her film is, I think, 6.5 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
It's so yeah, I get it. It is time.
Well, and Blood Street was like what, 28 minutes or 30
Blood
minutes?
Street's
something?
like just, I want to say close to 25 around there. Yeah, I haven't seen Blood Street in a while either.
It's the anniversary.
Blood Street was a hell of a time. Blood Street was also a time where a lot of things were happening amongst the team, and stuff I won't get too deep into, but learned about myself.
Yeah.
You know, learned about what I learned. The biggest thing I learned, and I've said it to everybody, the biggest thing I learned was I need to shut the fuck up. I need to shut my fucking mouth. I need to learn when to shut my fucking mouth. Blood Street was a hell of a time. Yeah. We shot Separate Ways before You and Me, and Separate Ways I was AD on that. And that is our friend Oscar's zombie movie, and I believe it was 4 days, and it was 4 days, 1 day a weekend, like close to a month. You know, and that movie is, I think, like 13 minutes.
Crazy.
Yeah, and each one of those days was a 10 to 12 hour day.
Yeah.
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 It's a lot of shooting.
To kind of circle back to the beginning, it is those days, and it's getting in that mud when, like how we were saying, you learn who wants to be here, who doesn't want to be here. At this point, we already knew who wanted to be here.
Yeah.
But early on, we would see people like slowly trickle out. Like, oh, this is actual work.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't just fun.
Yeah. You got to love it. And it is fun, but it is work. And so I've been grateful and thankful that every set that I've been on, I know, like, I'm supposed to be here. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And the people that I've been fortunate enough to build this with Paul, Sam, and Miguel, and Alika, and Oscar, and my boy Vince, all of us, and just the greater community that we've built and the people we've met and everything, we've all supported each other so well that we've been able to nurture this thing. And I'm always a big proponent of, especially when there's arguments going on, of ultimately it's we before me. This team is bigger than me. And I'm so thankful to have everybody around that we're so encouraging of each other. So that is going to, like, got 16 hours next week to film something, because we have an idea.
Yeah.
And
that's sick.
Yeah.
So then Ty also asked, what are your thoughts on AI's recent takeover? He wrote Al, but I think he means AI.
No, he
Al?
probably means that.
Oh yeah, Al's recent
I mean,
takeover.
those damn clankers.
Recent takeover and the effect that it'll have on film in the future.
I personally feel like you can't fight this thing necessarily, but everybody's work speaks for itself.
Right.
I think what we've seen right now, as fast as it's come, that people are already seeing, at least in my experience perspective, that people are already seeing that, like, okay, that's AI.
Yeah.
Anyways, so show me what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you get what I mean? And it's like, okay, cool. That looked cool. Like, it's not real. So what's going on over here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If anything, it might apply to those quick, things like, oh, here's this, and this. Like, cool. But can it make a show? I'm sure. I have no doubt. But again, it's the heart and the soul. You can see the deadness in the eyes. There's no emotion there.
Yeah.
So is it going away? No. And you're ridiculous to think that it is.
Yeah.
It's funny because I know people because it is a tool. They'll use AI to make their call sheet. That's not a bad thing, especially if it's fucking 3 a.m. and you got a 6 a.m. call time.
Yeah.
And it's like, for a call sheet, I personally don't think it's just a call sheet so everybody can get there on time. I don't think that's necessarily a terrible thing.
Right. I agree in that aspect. I think that AI as a tool to help supplement what you guys are trying to do. Like, we use it for our website and our every time that there's a tour going on, we have mental health resources within every stop of the tour, and AI has helped locate all of that information so much faster.
Put it together, because I was going up and trying to find because I want to have it's 30 miles from every venue we play. I want resources within 30 miles with food pantries, shelters, all kinds of stuff,
hospitals, all that.
Yeah,
and
so
like call sheet.
Yeah, and so I go in and it took me forever, and then I discovered ChatGPT, and I was just like, find me, and it made me a list, and what took me a month to do
for that first tour.
It took me forever, and then I was able to do it in hours after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that.
And I think using it to, what I don't agree with, obviously, is AI actors or actresses.
No, not at all.
AI voiceovers or things like that. AI music. Okay, hold on, wait.
I was about to say, there's a go.
Let me say this: AI music that is posing as a actual band, right? So there's been cases where they go, "Hey, take."
Wasn't that fraud too? If people are paying for it?
Well, no. So what they're doing now,
Has to.
there's a couple bands on Spotify, and it's been a big thing in our genre lately, to where it's people go, hey, take the sound of, for example, take the sound of No Bragging Rights, take the sound of Creative Void, and take the sound of Easy Out.
Mash them up,
and make me a band that sounds like this. And AI will create a full band, and then in that genre, write a song about this, and they'll generate full songs. So there's a few artists on Spotify that are full AI bands, and they have huge followings because it's sounds that everybody loves, and AI is just taking those sounds and making 4 fans up.
It's like hitting these comfort kind of notes.
Yeah, exactly. So it's oh, I fucking love Deftones and I love Sleep Token and I want something in the middle. AI can make that for you.
Dang.
And so that's where the artistry thing goes. Oh shit! Jesse's yeah, I want to look that up. But that's what I don't agree with, right? Where it's hey, let's not create this type of art, right? But it's what was that? There was a Marvel series that was all the intro was completely AI generated.
Really?
I forget which series it was, but you could it was just kind of weird. It was a little unnerving. The uncanny valley feeling.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm also the same guy that if you haven't seen Fat Fellows on Instagram, it's just AI generated videos of these 3 fat guys who are going on adventures and stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah. I can tell you it's just you're not going to be able to fight it.
Yeah.
But it does seem again like people are realizing like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
great. I'm going to just carry on with my life now and watch something real.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely absolutely do not agree with, you know, actors and
Right.
and artists who are creating, you know, with their hearts and, you know, putting their blood, sweat, and tears and emotions into their art.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. Like, because this is how this person is expressing themselves. It's like the meme I'm sure we've all seen. Like, I want AI to do my laundry and my dishes so I can focus on my art, not do my art so I can do my laundry and my dishes. No,
1000%.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah.
And like I'm torn too because I did sell my voice for an AI voice model on one project that I worked on. And
But is it AI though? Like, it was still your voice.
so well, there was a caveat to this.
Or just manipulated.
I did a video game.
Okay.
And I was an NPC character, and it was like a reptilian alien thing. So it wasn't me talking like this. It was like a very like, you know, hello, you know, that type of bullshit.
Yeah.
And like, so we built the full character, and then the game company reached out to me after the game had been released and said, hey, we're building these AI language models based on these characters, so that in the world that we expanded in, like, we can do like our NPC characters can have like more natural conversations with players, right? And then I was like, oh man, like, I don't know about selling my voice to AI. I know it's not actually me. It's like this reptilian thing. They're like, we'll offer you this much. And I was like, that's cool. How do we sign this document?
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
it was a nice little paycheck. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And because it wasn't my
So
actual
you were
voice.
the language model for it.
Yeah.
So essentially you trained it.
Yeah.
So
I
you helped
trained it.
Skynet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you know, but maybe it'll remember me when it
There
comes,
you go.
right?
Yeah.
Hello, my son.
No, I definitely believe like that it's already very clear that there's no heart or emotion in it.
Right.
Like
right.
when you see the Sora stuff, like, okay, like,
But I
it's-
have seen
yeah.
like the videos though of like, you know, you're a big wrestling fan, and they have the videos of what was it like?
Joe Hendrick?
No, Helen Keller and
oh Jesus, yeah.
Helen Keller versus shit.
I know what you're talking about, and that it's scary because people will put shit that like just you don't want to see. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm good, thanks.
Stephen Hawking on a half pipe, like at the X Games, things like that.
That
Yeah.
stuff is so
Oh, it was Helen Keller versus Stephen Hawking in a wrestling match.
Jesus.
There's a whole conspiracy on Stephen Hawking. It's a fun one. We'll get into it another time.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
I love it. I love watching the raccoon AI shit, like robbing or like shooting guns,
Yeah.
or like the shark ones, which are like insane. It'll be like a person like in a pool and a big ass shark comes up.
Oh yeah, those are fun because
Yeah.
it's the whole like crypto
Yeah.
zoology.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, no, I get it.
Like it's
who doesn't
clearly-
like monsters?
Right.
So, yeah.
I hate the ones that are like, oh, let me eat this sandwich, and then they go to take a bite of the sandwich, and then somebody's whole face rips
Oh,
off,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Our favorite ones that have been going around the chat has been the Pixar, fake Pixar ones.
the fake Pixar
tell
movies.
us about those, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse, what are those? You want me to turn this camera on you real
Tell us
quick?
about. Why do you like those so much, Jesse?
You guys got something for me too.
I know. I was like,
That's so bad. So,
Yeah, dude.
but so what's I mean, what's on the radar for like next release, and what's in progress, and or can you talk about?
Yeah. I'm in post production on my film, my last film that I wrote and directed. We wrapped in it's end of October now. We wrapped in late July, and I've been in post production on it.
And I think that's when we talked, and I was like, "Oh, dude, if you need somebody to die, let us know." And you were like,
think so.
we just did the death scene."
I think so. Yes. Yeah. I'm in post production on that. The title is "The Man Who Summoned Death," and I'm giving myself the deadline of wrapping post production by the end of November.
Sick.
It's a complete left turn from what Air was, you know. I'm a believer in like, if you're doing this and you're focused here, the next thing should be the exact opposite.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But switch your mindset.
Yeah. But yeah, that is me personally. That's my next thing. You know, everybody in phase 3's, you know, got something cooking all the time. We're ramping up, elevating, you know, the YouTube and everything, churning out all the films we've had in the can for like a while, just giving them a platform to be seen. Everybody's hitting the festival circuit.
Yeah.
We, again, Sam and Oscar, they're in their final edits of Separate Ways and You and Me to blast them out to more festivals. Yeah, dude, just there's not one of us, there's not never something going on. Yeah. And I'm hoping again to have The Man Who Summoned Death wrapped by the end of November so I can start hitting festivals, doing the festival circuit and getting everything out there.
Sick.
And yeah.
And what does that process look like for festivals and submitting to festivals? And
you know, you go through your pre-production, your production, your post-production. It's going to really depend what audience market, whatever you want to call it, you're trying to hit. You know, because there's festivals for everything.
Yeah.
Everything. There's, you know, you want a festival that only appeals to people who sit in tough sheds and watch TV. There's probably one for it.
Sick.
The toughest shed.
Yeah. There's online only festivals, which they're okay. But it's really, you know, you're going to make your film. You're going to want to have in mind what, again, the end goal is for it. Like, what audience do you want to hit? That's also going to tie into what you want to do personally. Like, so if you are looking to, you know, continue on as a filmmaker and, you know, continue taking steps up and things like that, you're going to want to factor that into how you know, your presentation of the film, marketing of the film. It's going to be money too. Festivals are not flipping cheap. Thankfully, there's a lot of great festivals that are discounted, or some of them are free. You'll find a free one. There's a lot of great ones out there. It's a matter of getting your Film Freeway account set up. It's free. It's awesome. It's a great resource. Take some time. You're going to have to take time to get everybody credited properly. But again, it's also a commitment to yourself, because when you get everything credited properly and everything, you get your posters up and your BTS photos. It's a great like digital calling card or digital, like, this is my Film Freeway account. And but yeah, you'll get your Film Freeway set up, and you're going to start sifting through the festivals you want to hit. So if you have an indie drama about being on tour and you know everything that was going on, you're going to want to find the dramatic festivals that are specifically focused on that. And it's kind of back and forth, but at least to me, a wide net is great. But if you're hitting 100 festivals and you get selected to 2, now your percentage rate on Film Freeway is 98, and now it's just going to be not selected,
right?
Even more so,
right?
I'm a believer in like focus on like a good 2 or 3 at a time, and watch how it's performing from there, or even just 2. Watch how it performs at each one. And by the time you're getting to the second one, have another one in mind. So depending how it performs at the second one, having been selected and stuff like that, you can submit to the next.
So you have to pay to submit, and then they still have to.
Yes, that is
wild. That would bum me out. So
yes, no, I get it. And it got to a point for me where it's like, I've spent so much money on festivals. I would rather pay, again, for like a bar or something, and just use that money to promote a screening. Yeah. Because then at least I'm getting guaranteed eyes on it. Yeah. And I can control the promotion of it and everything, and my guest list and things like that.
So last night I was at a screening for a documentary that our buddy Ryan Foss put together for. It was the Quarantine Cruise, essentially like this car cruise that started during COVID and that has grown to just like now it is a every third Sunday event for like classics and all car cultures that roll out in Huntington Beach. And I had like a small part in it because I do a lot of voiceover work with him. So I narrated parts in the documentary. And just like seeing it all come together, like it was at the Segerstrom Shelby Event Center. So like ton of like Shelby Mustangs and Cobras, like
nice.
museum floors and everything all around. And then just the big space with a documentary being screened there, like something like that. Like, yeah, dude, like you invite the people that you know are there that will appreciate the film that you've put together, and people that were involved, and and then from there, it's going to be on, I believe it's going to be like on, you'll be able to purchase it through Apple. You'll be able to purchase it through like,
nice.
I think Google or Amazon or something like that. So they're going to test the waters out on that afterwards too. And it's cool. It's like a heartfelt documentary, but essentially like going to that, like, hey, we're not taking a risk on spending all this money to hopefully get selected for a chance to get selected.
Screened. Yeah.
We're going to spend this money to like people that we know who are going to appreciate this and that are going to see it. And then they're going to, tell everyone else about it, like that word of mouth marketing, and then start to grow from there.
Yeah.
And it's, I get that.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're doing a horror film, like there must be such a rich horror film community that you can tell, hey, we're shooting this here.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have this screened here. Come check it out.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
Yeah, because then it turns into cross branding.
Yeah.
Like then you can start tying in all the horror spots around, whether it's the horror themed coffee places that are around and that have just sprung up everywhere. You want to tie into those things, because then it's cross branding, because it's like, well, I can bring so many people here, and then in exchange, your followers blast this out at this time. So it really is, again, it comes back to the same thing, a commitment and investment in yourself and your project.
Yeah.
Festivals are great. It's a time tested thing that's not going to stop, and it's great.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that come from it, but it also is, again, my personal experience, you're paying, hoping it'll get selected.
You're gambling, basically.
Yeah, and you don't get it back.
Yeah.
And it's the way the system works, and that's fine. But again, if you're the end of the year, you spent like $1,500 on festivals, that could have gone to a screening.
Yeah.
Because the other cool thing about like doing your own screening, theaters are awesome. Everybody wants their film in a theater, of course. But you can also pick a cool place, like a brewery, like the Mustang Museum you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because then what that also offers you is not just this cool space that your production or production company or whatever is associated with, that's going to be blasted out over social media. It's going to create a space where people, movie's over, let's talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Let's network.
Let's hang out.
Let's connect with each other. Let's hang out. And then you're encouraging that community. It's not, your movie's over, thanks for coming.
Right.
Go hang out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, that takes work, but it is investment in yourselves and your project. And if you believe in it, it's totally worth it.
And do they do, sorry, just kind of spitballing shit here. Do they do like premiere? So like, for example, Ice Nine Kills has like kind of cornered this like horror,
Rock.
like space within like, punk rock and hardcore music or whatever. And I know now they've like all their videos are cinematic, and they've transformed that into like, now they have a con, right? And then so do they do things like that where it's like, hey, here's a horror convention like CreepyCon or something like that?
Yeah.
Where like, hey, we're doing a screening of this short film in the con.
Yeah. That is a market that I've tried to hit like for a while now and get everybody tied into.
Yeah.
Because that's your direct audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's going to get the best traction. That's going to get, word of mouth, like you're saying. So it is possible. It does happen. That is a matter of, finding the event producer.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, and I learned this not too long ago, they will do that, but it's not the event producer necessarily. It's somebody else they have, because now like, okay, HorrorCon is having, going on at this time, and they're going to have a film festival at HorrorCon. That's great, but the event producer's not running the film festival. It's whoever else is doing the film festival in Horicon. And sometimes it's not a standard film festival submission. They're just calling it a film festival, and it's films they want screened to pimp out, which I get. So then it's a matter of like, oh, you're doing the festival. Like, what do I got to do to get my film on there? Yeah.
The water bottle scenes from the Firefest documentary.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing, because I was talking to the event producer one time, and I said, hey, I asked the same thing. Like, my team wants to get their film, we think this would be a good opportunity. We're local, you're local, this and that. And at the time he told me, which I understand, he's like, I don't know if we're going to do it again because it was really expensive.
Yeah.
And he goes, what some people do, he goes, it's not ideal, but what some people do will just get a vendor spot.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, but that's great. If by all means, if it's going to work for your project, go for it. But when he explained it to me, he goes, you're welcome to do it. But a vendor spot, a lot of times it's like, here's your table, here's your power outlet, and there's your TV. Mm-hmm. So depending on your project, that might not be where you want it to premiere or be seen. You want it to be the focus of something.
That almost seems like it would be like the phase 3, booth or whatever, and then you have like a sizzle reel of
we've done that. We've done that. Yeah. So,
what we always wanted to do with like podcasts and stuff, but
I remember we talked about that. Yeah. You know how much easy ups are?
yeah. Custom easy ups with your logo on it.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Shit, that's a production in itself.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
That something like that is just like, who you know. So yeah.
It's cool to just see that, like, in our world, we're like, oh, that punk rock DIY mentality is just like, by any means necessary, we're gonna let people hear this shit. And it's the same thing on the indie filmmaking side, right?
Yeah.
Whatever we got to do to like get people to watch these things.
It's like we all, when you're getting into music, everybody would love to play like, the Glass House, the Whiskey, and all that stuff. But it's like, that's where you also got garage shows, backyard shows. Playing in a bar that's not set for music.
Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Dude, we just at the A Day to Remember show, Dulce was there, and I was talking to her about that, like the Crowley show. I was like, dude, that was one of the wildest nights that we've had at that bar. Like, Crowley's was not set up for live music, and here we are. We put together a hardcore show with like packed out full house that like,
Well, I'm sure they appreciated it.
Yeah,
too.
and they were like, "That's still like one of the wildest nights that Crowley's has had," and we're like, "Hell yeah!"
It was wild for us.
It was wild for us too. But she did say, she was like, "Yeah, we weren't prepared. We were like, why is everybody hitting each other?" And we're like, "No, they're all friends. It's okay.
We can do it again, just less violent.
Yeah,
easy out."
Well, you know what's awesome about that though? What comes out of that, what a lot of people don't think about, is you did that, and you want to do it again, and maybe do it at a different place and a different level and everything. And I think what gets lost on a lot of people is what that encourages is whether it's the people that it impacts or that are involved in it, or you yourself over there, sir, that what it impacts is encourages is like, I'm sure we've all experienced it as musicians or filmmakers, whatever. Like, you're sitting down and somebody walks by, like, what are you doing? I'm writing a song, or I'm writing a movie. And you get like, oh, okay.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, but I am. Like, this matters to me.
yeah,
And it's like, that's great. Okay, cool.
yeah. But
Like,
then
go to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But what it encourages, even silently, is like, you did that once. I have no doubt it was fucking awesome, and it felt amazing. Now, the next time you sit down to write that song or that movie or to plan, what you did, it's not just this thing that somebody gonna roll their eyes out anymore. You've given yourself permission, again, as a musician or a filmmaker or whatever, to say, like, you're not gonna roll your fucking eyes at me because it's real now.
Yeah.
I did it, and I don't need this, whatever it's gatekeeping or your eye rolls, whatever we want to call it, to hold me down or to discourage me or whatever, because it's real and I've done it, and I can sit down and write this movie or the song, whatever, and know that it's something that's going to live.
Yeah.
And that is what those things encourage. That's what I guess I'm being long-winded about saying is that's what that encourages in everybody, because that outer group of people are going to see like you did that. You did that. I remember when we did Blood Street at Ritual, and so short story. Blood Street premiered at Ritual. I was helping run, getting the event set up, the screening and everything, and my grandma got sick in the middle of it. So I had to leave. And was gone for a few hours. You know, she was going to be okay. And now all I wanted to do was go back and just kind of try to just chill out a bit. And when I got back, Vince was a co-director on Blood Street. And he was up there, you know, people were asking him questions and everything. And somebody asked him, like, well, what would you say to somebody that's sitting in the back right now that wants to do it? And they've just seen you do it. And he's like, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because once you start, it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And once it's done, now you know you went through the fire.
Yeah.
And you loved it.
Now you know you can do it, dude.
Yes. And it's real now.
Yeah.
So things like that, I cannot say enough that encourages that, and to keep absolutely doing that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. DIY or die, man.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, you want to jump in the mental health check?
Oh yeah. Mental health.
I've heard and seen clips of this. Yes. Please explain it to me.
Basically,
You do this every week.
I know.
Also, I have a question after, but we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Yes.
Mental health check is where we like to check in weekly to see where we're at mentally. That way, if things are going well, what's going on in our life that's keeping us in a good place, and if things aren't going so great, what's going on in our life that is maybe keeping us in a funk. And so, yeah, we kind of keep it to like what's been going on last week, like where we're at, and you know, also like we like to throw in like, is there something that you do, like let's just say you're having like a bad day or a bad week, is there something that you do that kind of helps you get out of it? And yeah, so I guess where are you at this week?
Oh, is it me first?
Or,
Yeah.
or we can have
I can go first if you want.
Yeah, you go first. Go ahead. Yeah.
Dude, last week felt so busy. I felt like there was just so much going on last week. I mean, but like we finalized the record down to the last day, like a couple changes and everything. But we got it done, and it's sent out into the world. And the feedback, we've been sending out some early copies of it to, you know, a few different people, and the feedback's been rad on it too. So this is like a culmination of technically like 3 years of DIY. Just like we've handled every aspect of this record. Somebody in the band has been hands-on with it from start to finish. So like recorded, mixed, mastered, written, everything all done by us, which has been absolutely insane. Which also comes with its own set of challenges, because like, you know, once again, you nitpick everything, and like, you know, and things that we like will argue with Ryan, like, why do we need to re-record this? And then like we hear the re-recorded shit and we're like, yeah, that was the right move, you know? So they're just, it's cool to have that sense of accomplishment, like, hey, this is happening, and just lining that up with, you know, prepping for this show that we're playing with Pulley in November, and that alongside just being able to finally like get rid of the stress of like, hey, we've got a record to finish and put out, to like, hey, we're all just jamming and we're like running through these songs we wrote, and they're fucking sick, and like getting them dialed in and getting, you know, show ready again it's been cool. Yeah, and then it's other than that, like just trying to get everything I need to get done for work done. I've been like on a crazy project that finally has a go live next week, so I'll be on site for that go live and can finally like kind of take a breather and just chill on it. So yeah, everything's been like pretty positive. And then like to cap off the weekend, got to you know, go to that documentary screening. Like, it's very rare that I see things that I've worked on like out in the wild, right? Like a lot of times,
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's crazy, you know, and like, and to me, I'm like, that's such a small part. Like the narration on this is such a small part of the bigger story that documentary told. But it was still cool to like, you know, see it on a huge screen and hear it like so loud, you know, and then just being able to kind of talk to people that I've worked with in this industry over the past few years that I've only communicated with like through email. Right, like different brands that, or companies like Classic Performance Products or Phytech or whatever that sponsored the cruise and the documentary, and like, you know, I've done all of, you know, CPP's voicemail system, and like I've done ads for them and stuff like that, but I've never met these people in person.
Oh, that's cool.
Right, and then that too just kind of opens doors like, oh, you know, hey, that was sick. I own this brand. We'd love to work with you on this, or we need an ad for this, you know. So just kind of like networking and getting to be with people in a room rather than just like word of mouth communication. Like, hey, by the way, like, you know, if you need a voiceover guy, I'm your guy, right? Like actually like putting a face to a name it was cool. So like a pretty positive experience, and I was like, this is rad. And then I was just sending my dad pictures of all the hot rods and shit. He's like, where are you?
Like, this is what I do, Dad.
Yeah, this is my life, Father.
It's not a phase.
This is losing now, Mom.
It's just another Saturday for me, Dad.
Oh, what your ass doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been good. I'm good.
What do you do?
Huh?
I was gonna say, what do you do in terms of coming down?
Dude, this week, I really haven't had anything like super stressful. My like zen this week has really just been like getting to jam and practice and
Nice.
and work out some this whole guitar playing thing that I've been doing.
He's taken on such, like, he bit off more than he can chew at the time,
Yeah.
but he's really stepped into his guitar playing.
Minute, man.
Like it was not an easy task. I was like, I couldn't believe that you were able to pull it off, man. Like
It's awesome, dude.
we did it.
I mean, you know, enough, right?
And we did enough. Where are you at, Michael?
I feel like the waiter, like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me the specials today.
Dude, last week was it was a very, very long week, very difficult week with work.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, we need to talk about this. We paid Jesse.
We paid Jesse.
Jesse got his first official Walking Blind payment from ad revenue.
I was gonna say, was it it was the first one? That's
First
why it's
one.
such a big deal.
First one ever.
First one.
Yeah. We don't tell people how much it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
And
don't.
they said you'd never get
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
But how do you
that.
feel, man? Now you're being paid for this gig.
Like $1 million.
All right, that's
Congratulations.
fine. You can we'll talk about his mental health and his payment in a second.
It's just a very long taxing week at work, and so it's funny, like some of the things I normally get to do, like for me, like singing in my car is usually like a good way for me to like helps me decompress and kind of gets me in a different place, puts me in a better place mentally. And I didn't really get to do that a whole lot last week, and then we had band practice on Friday night, and it was just kind of like a nice way to like to end the week. Like the week's over, and then I get to do this fun thing. And then
And we shot a music video the week before.
yeah, which is like it
Feels like a million years ago
Yeah.
already.
which is a long day.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just crazy. Like this whole, like from the start of August till January, basically, it's just go.
Yeah.
Like it's just either birthdays, anniversaries, or just like stuff picks up for whatever reason with music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what? Why now? And so I feel like thankfully, like I've been in a pretty good place mentally. I've been able to get there. Like I have an hour commute to work,
Okay.
which like feels like it is a bummer, but it's like, I think it is good for me because it gives me time to like, I have like different things that I do on my way out. Like I have my conspiracies, my podcast, incorporated the Bible, and that I've done, or just listen to music on my way to work, and gets me in a good place. And then the long drive home, I get to do it again. So
Wait, so when you listen to the Bible, do you listen to it like triple speed?
yeah,
Okay.
double. That's why I've been able to get through it 4 times in 3 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so I feel like all that stuff has been just kind of helpful and like keeping me pretty steady during like the craziness.
Sure.
Like I'm like physically hurting. I don't know if you guys have seen, I've been messing with my wrist all day, but like
You're a working man now, dude.
I'm like in physical pain.
He was building cages,
Stretch.
man.
I recommend stretching in the morning and before you go to bed.
Oh yeah, that was hard mentally for me because
He's like, no.
So normally when I have time and just in general, I'm pretty, when it comes to like when I write lyrics, I kind of have it all in one little area.
Okay.
And usually as we go through stuff, I'll kind of edit because like, I'll have my lyrics written, and then when I go record it, like small things change, like I change a word here and there. And so I'm normally on top of that, but like life has just been so crazy that I think as I sent you, whatever lyrics I sent you are not correct. Like there's a couple, I don't know if you guys read through them, but there's some things that are like, I went through it again. I was like,
On the newer songs? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, oof.
I was like, that's not what I say there. Or I changed that. And like none of, like I said, normally I could have it all organized. And so he hit me up. He's like, hey man, I need those lyrics. I need the lyrics today. Normally it would have been like a normal thing had I been keeping up with all of it. But I had just finished an 8-hour shift of work. And then I went in to help like build cages, which is like another 4 hours.
Okay.
After my work. And so in that 4 hours is when he was just like, hey, I need those lyrics when you can. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to like find like where they were, because I had them like saved in notes. I had it saved in, one was in an email I had to pull out. And so it was just like, that's crazy. I was like,
to be fair, I think the only ones I really needed were like All the Smoke and Action Fever Dream.
okay.
So
Have you found yourself like looking forward to both of those drives?
Like
More so than like getting home? Like I can't wait for my drive. Like
kind of, 'cause it's like my decompressing.
yeah.
And then
well, if you had to get home to Jordan, I would enjoy the drive as well.
I was gonna say what's even nicer.
Journey, not the destination.
Well,
I'm just kidding, Jordan.
well, what's been nice is like my wife and I have it's become like another part of my decompression where it's like as soon as I get home, we eat and then we put on a show or we put on a movie. And so like we just finished like The Office.
Nice.
Oh, you got through it all?
Yeah.
Nice.
Finished it. It's crazy. I didn't realize. Well, never mind.
Don't
do it. There's so much to talk about.
I'll sit here for 8 hours talking about The Office. Yeah.
And so I think that's also been nice for me too, where like I have that moment of like I get off work and I go into like either listening to something or sing. Like all last week I was too tired to sing.
Yeah.
I like couldn't even sing on the way home. I was just so exhausted. And so I have like my something that I listen to, and then I get home and then I have dinner and we watch a show and I can just like completely like kind of zone out or relax, I guess. So yeah, that's what's been helping me. So I feel like I'm in a good place, and I'm trying to just stay positive on things. It's like a lot of exciting things that are happening. Our album is finished. It's coming out November. My band of Bragging Rights just has a show on Thursday, and I'm excited about it.
I'm stressed about that one.
I'm so we have 2 guys that live in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
And so we're trying to figure out like flights and like when everyone can get here, when everyone can practice. And like normally, we as long as we can get like together and like have at least one good like rehearsal,
Yeah.
then like we're good. Like these songs we've been playing forever. Well, the day they fly in, Martin has a show with his mother. So we can't we can't practice.
Yeah.
And so
Not to mention you guys have a new bass player. For
we have a
this
new
show.
bass player.
Oh, geez.
And so shout out to Ty.
Shout out
for
Ty.
saving us.
Yeah, now you got to be there, Jesse.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know if you know this, Jesse, but Ty originally had been asked to be in NBR years ago, and he said no.
He was scared.
Really?
Yeah, but so we're kind of like we're talking and we're trying to figure out like maybe we do like a super late night practice or whatever. Just nothing made sense. So then I think one of our guys threw out the idea of like, why don't we just see if there's like a rehearsal studio like close to the venue and we'll just practice day of. I'm like, dude, that's it's asking like a lot. So
That's for load ins and load outs. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially for you, that's 4 sets.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably just like talk
Yeah.
and everything. But so then I just like, you know what, I'm gonna just throw this on Instagram. So I went on Instagram and I posted like, hey, we're looking for anyone who has a rehearsal space that we can use from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Thursday, which is the day of the show.
Mm.
And dude, we got someone. We got someone
Nice.
who's helping. It's actually a buddy of ours that we didn't realize.
Do you guys
I
have
didn't realize.
gear and cabs and everything?
Yeah, they have everything there.
Sick.
So Martin's just taking his breakables.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, so we're gonna be able to jam day of.
Hey, you're making it work, dude.
man.
You're gonna make it work. Yeah. And if anything, you're gonna walk onto the stage fresh. You just warmed up. Yeah.
I mean, or just to completely dead. 'Cause I
No.
probably will have to make that happen. I'll probably have to like go to work at like 2 a.m. or something crazy, just to be off.
You didn't even like request a day off.
I can't, dude. I can't. Work is too crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
I took that day off, but we're doing practice in the morning at the lockout.
yeah. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. Where are you at?
It's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My typical week. It's okay. So it's Sunday. My week is in the mornings. I'm doing the marketing thing on campus. I'll go to the arena in the evening. I'll go home and sleep and do it all again.
Yeah.
That's pretty general. This week, specifically last week, we made a decision to start pre-production on our friend's short film that it just kept getting backburnered for like over a year. And we saw a window in November, so we made the decision to pull the trigger. So we decided to start pre-production on that last week. So started pre-production amongst going to campus for marketing, amongst, hockey game, concerts,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Pre-production was falling in between all of that. Getting the podcast in the can, we were talking about that, getting those scheduled, doing the logistics on the production in terms of building staff, location, everything like that. Making sure everybody's available.
Yeah.
Makeup, wardrobe, everybody. Shout out Monica. And that's really honestly how the week has been. Things will often move so fast. Like I said, I'll have to check what day it is sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm not home.
Yeah.
I'm home to sleep, shower, and leave again. That being said, thankfully and gratefully, I'm okay. I can't complain. He knows this, but I know you guys don't, but I'm usually a self-isolator. Like I will throw myself into this chaos. Now I need to go away.
Yeah. See you guys in a month.
Yeah. Amongst all of that, I go home, and my thing is specifically what I do is I take the mornings for myself. I don't have to be on campus till 9. So 6, 7 in the morning at home is my, like how you're saying your drive, like this is my time. I'm going to have my coffee. I'll eat. I'll either listen to a podcast or I won't listen to nothing. Just silence. Yeah. Absolute, utter silence.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, I can't complain. I'm in a spot where I asked to be a couple years ago, and I've been fortunate enough with everything I've gone through to have, my friends and my family supporting me. Mm-hmm. And I know not everybody has that. And so when shit's gotten hard, I've had everybody to lean on and to support me. And thankfully that makes those quiet mornings that much better, because like, okay, the rest of this week is going to be chaos. This coming week, it's going to be more of the same. I'm going to go to the campus in the mornings, have the arena at night and everything, and pre-production on the film. But I like doing it. I'll have my mornings, I'll have my coffee, and I like to believe I've reached a place where I'm not afraid to say like, hey, what's going on? Do you want to have coffee, or I need to get out and I need to connect or something. You know what I mean? I'm not like a macho man of like, I don't need to do that. I've never believed in that shit. So thankfully, and I have people that are like, yeah, let's fucking go. Yeah. And I'm good. Thankfully, gratefully with the people I have around me, and supporting me and getting to do shit that I love to do. It's been a good week. It's been a great week, and I'm looking forward to this one. I'm grateful. Mondays are fun because I have a week ahead of me of shit that I love to do. Yeah. Well, let's fucking do it. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, good. The support is so big, man, to have that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I remember for me, like I had done music for so long. My parents were always supportive as much as they could be. Like they didn't fully get it, like, but I think once they we reached this point where they like knew, like my mom basically was just like, because I don't talk on the phone, so she would call me. I'm like, I don't want to talk. Like I'm around people, I don't want to do this. So then like my mom, I remember she like made her point to like, she's like, okay, so I can contact you through text messaging, which my mom never did. This was like years ago. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, okay, I'll reach out to you. And then I kind of like had to basically tell her like, okay, Mom, you want to know how like the show went. You want to know how I'm doing, if I'm eating and think this, like basically like, this is how you can ask me. This is how you say this. So then, towards the end of my tour, my mom was really good about being like, oh, how was it turn out? Did you guys was it a buyout or did you guys have catering? Like she knew how to talk and ask questions. So it made it.
It's so cool.
Yeah. So it made it easy, cause like, it's not that I don't want to talk to my mother. I'm just like, I'm in a weird space and it's hard for me to, like dance around like how she's trying to ask me things. I'm like, Mom, this is what you want to ask me. Like, yeah. And so we like, it was cool to develop that language. Sure. And then it felt like she was able to, even be more supportive, and I felt like she felt more involved too. So
yeah, I'm sure she appreciates it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it made me, because now I can communicate with her.
Yeah. Like, no, absolutely, dude. Yeah. I again have the amazing people and support system around me that I do. Me and my sister make a point at least every couple of weeks, like let's go get coffee in the morning.
That's cool.
And how many people have that with their sister? You know what I mean? We just sit and bullshit and talk about everything. And no, absolutely. And my sister's no fucking joke. Like she keeps shit absolutely real, and it keeps everything so level. Yeah. Yes,
need that.
Fucking
shit.
Awesome. And it means so much. So yeah, no, absolutely get it. And those things are invaluable, especially when you're buried in it. Yeah. Everything going on, as awesome as it might be. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
That camera cut was funny because we're doing some shit behind the scenes. Like, watch now. Go to Mike, real quick.
No.
And then do some cool shit. And then back. Jesse, where you at, dog? Where you at, dude? Look at that.
Let me.
Signature.
Could have just left it.
let me give you a little thing here real quick. This will be a little crossover between podcasts. So when we were getting the first, it was the third podcast in the can. Okay, 3 camera setup at Sam's house. Me and Sam and Oscar were the subjects. We were talking about film, and Vince and Sarah are running the 3 camera setup. Sam has cats, and we have the backdrop, and same thing like you were.
Yeah.
The cat's gonna bring down the backdrop, but Vince doesn't want to get in the shot. So we're talking, and out of the corner of our eye, we see like Just like this army crawl across the floor, and we're all basically at this point it stopped, and we're just
Yeah.
and we're like, just get up and grab the can.
Yeah. Dude, we've had moments in this room where like we'll bring in extra people and they'll like sit on the floor.
Oh,
right?
wow. Yeah.
And then you'll see them kind of like try and like adjust on the fly or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even every now and then Jesse will reach over and try and adjust Mike's camera, or like I'll move stupid like this. And Jesse's like, fucking stare down.
My favorite thing was my buddy Martin was like sitting down and he would run a windbreaker.
Yeah.
Noisy ass windbreaker. And so he's just like slowly trying to unzip
The slowest zipper move. Just
I need to ask. This is Martin.
yeah, you've met Martin.
This is
yeah.
Martin Liquor Donuts, Martin, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is Martin Liquor Donuts?
Dude, it was he came on. Was it our review of Wolf Cop?
Yes, it was.
Our review of Wolf Cop, which was the best. And Martin started the episode with just the worst audio ever of him tapping the microphone. He's like, "Oh, is this thing on? Hello?" Is this thing on?" And then, yeah, just Martin, king of one-liners, Liquor Donuts.
And what
happened.
was it like? I don't even know her.
Oh my gosh.
Liquor Donuts. I don't even know her, but it was so out of left field that we.
Because for anybody to give context, in the movie, the cop is eating a box of donuts, and they're called Liquor Donuts.
Liquor Donuts, yeah.
To give everybody context on that. But yeah, okay. I'm just connecting these dots.
Yeah.
And I remember that when you said that name. So, yes.
I watched that movie. That was pretty good.
Wolf Cop.
Yeah, it was
Wolf Cop
stupid.
has
It's
the
fun.
greatest werewolf transformation I've ever seen in a movie. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Go watch Wolf Cop followed by Velocipaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Velocipaster is phenomenal. Yeah,
Did you guys watch Toxic Avenger?
I didn't.
It was a lot of fun.
I didn't.
If you can watch it, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
It got like those movies. Like I really liked the first one, and then they got a little too wild for me. But I heard this
the remake.
original- yeah,
Yeah. It's
the
so
remake
much
was
fun.
great,
Yeah. Don't even worry about of course see the originals, but this is its own thing. So
Yeah.
don't feel like you need to see those.
The Toxic Avenger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go in blind. You'll have it.
Okay.
That wasn't a pun either. But
Yeah. All right, we're cutting to Mike again, real quick. 3, 2, 1. And Jesse, back to you. Where you at, dog?
I'm good. Just been focused on work this whole week. Had some nothing crazy happened this week actually. Went to my buddy's Halloween party yesterday. Had a good time. Saw my old coworkers when I was a mechanic and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Found out that one of my old HR, she's related to Alex in a way. Well, she's related to Alex's wife, and she was like, "That's the whole thing." I was like, "Oh, it's Joshua McKinney." We're just doing all.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That Alex. I was
Yeah.
like, which Alex were we talking about?
Our man crush.
Yeah,
our man.
yeah.
Alex. Shout out Alex Portugal.
Yeah. But other than that, nothing.
Just
At the end of the ordinary.
trying to figure out places to spend that walking blind money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, dude. So walk us through the emotions of me me sending you a paycheck, dude.
I was at work too, and I'm not even supposed to check my phone, but I heard a ding, and I was like, opening my drawer for something, and I saw walking blind.
You're like, okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think you're missing some zeros.
Yeah, all I saw was walking blind. I was like, okay, and then I put it away, and then you text me. He's like, "You see your paycheck yet?"
Oh man, it was almost like a slap in the face for all of us. But it was fine, AdSense money. It is what it is. But yeah, we when that finally came through, I was like, this is going to be amazing. Finally talk about the fact that we paid Jesse for his services.
it's been a whole episode, right?
Yeah.
It's basically like, buying a soda for $3.
Yeah. It's the point, okay?
Yeah.
It's the
We all
principle.
got to taste.
principle.
We gotta focus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the principle.
Yeah, man.
You want to know what I bought with it?
What'd you buy?
A Nutty Buddy.
Yes, dude.
That's a good one.
That's good, dude. Oh man. Oh yeah.
You could probably buy maybe another one too.
Yeah. Yeah. Treat yourself. Get two.
I was walking back to my car and I was like, yeah, you know what?
That's amazing.
And you earn that with your
Yeah. Just know that your fingers earn that, dude.
being our
Oh,
COC,
God.
dude.
Yeah. Just all these years of being our cock, man.
Our camera, which by the way, we never explained what that was. He's our camera operations coordinator.
Kid.
Kid.
I would have just called you a live editor, but the cock sounds way better.
Yeah, cock sounds great.
Yeah,
Really looks good on a resume.
I'm sure it does. Yeah.
Jesse's our big cock, you know? Oh man, hell yeah. Well, while you have a camera on you still, let's jump into some jams then. What have you been jamming this week?
Ooh,
You got a good one, Mike? What do you got?
I do. Who did I show? I showed Rick last night. It's a kid. He showed up on my Instagram. I think he showed up on Jordan's, but his name is His name is
Oh fuck.
Hot Dog Harv, maybe. Let me see.
Hot Dog Harv. Got it.
Is that what
Yeah.
it is? Okay.
Cheese Coney Club.
Yep.
I'm assuming. All right.
Yep. That's the one.
And this is what you guys are listening to?
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically anything you've been jamming,
Okay.
and you cannot.
No genre restrictions
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Very nice.
We have everything.
Yeah.
We have like the heaviest shit on here, and then we also have some musicals. We have Hot Dog Harv.
Hot Dog Harv now, dude.
He wears a hot dog costume and he sings about parody hot dog songs.
Amazing.
Wow.
So he's like our easy out spirit animal, basically.
What you got, Jesse?
I got the band's called Kal-El,
Like
Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it already.
They're cosmic space rock. The song's called Juggernaut,
got it.
and the lead singer sounds exactly like Ozzy.
So,
Really?
Yeah,
All right. Let's see.
they're from Norway.
For me, that new Speed EP dropped.
Oh.
All My Angels. The whole EP rips, but I'm gonna throw Ain't My Game on there.
I heard it.
Yeah. Of course they fucking rip. All right, and then boom, we're gonna switch back. Camera editing. Camera editing. Wait
get
for
that
it.
focus.
I'm coughing in your ear all
we
night.
did it.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
What about you, man? What have you been listening to lately?
Traffic, the wind blowing in the windows of my car. New Deftones. Definitely,
New
them's
Deftones,
my boys, but
Yep.
yeah, new Deftones. Jump back into synthwave,
Yeah.
Wave Shaper, and absolutely love Gunship, Perturbator.
So good.
I know who that is.
You ever heard Gunship?
No, I said I know who that is.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're dope.
yeah. Yeah, and then there's Time Cop and all that. Yeah, yeah. Just kind of. I also found comfort in like replaying the same playlist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that will literally range again from anything from like churches to the Deftones to synthwave to Nat King Cole or Etta James or what have you. So yeah.
At a James Riverside.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So that's
Sick. Yeah. We're gonna pick one random.
Have you heard of a movie called Rad?
Rat.
Rad. BMX movie from the 80s.
Yes. Yeah. If I remember correctly, it was the BMX answer to the Search for Animal Chin, which was the skating video from the 80s.
Yeah.
Or the skating movie from the 80s.
The Bones Brigade.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What about Rad? Yes.
Well,
That's your jam or what?
not yet.
Were you in it?
Not when the album drops.
When the album drops, that's
yeah,
making the playlist.
we cover it's the opening track of the movie soundtrack
Okay.
is the closing track, our cover of our
Nice.
album.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
yeah. It's called "Break the Ice," and it's.
Dude, I've been
Been waiting for this for years.
I've been trying to cover anything from that
Yeah.
movie for years.
Let me ask you, not to go too down deep of a rabbit hole. Like, have you encountered in terms of like trying to cover stuff any like licensing issues in terms of syncing licenses or anything like that?
Michael?
For us, it's pretty straightforward on the music side, because if you're doing a cover, you just kind of have to buy the license for
Yeah.
the cover. So it ends up
And
being-
definitely a lot cheaper.
yeah, it's like $75.
Yeah.
Right. And that comes with the certificate, just so you can prove it later on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know it's so much more difficult when it comes to syncing rights for like film and
Yeah.
video and everything like that.
I asked because the film we're in production on right now, it's a fan film, but we also learned a similar one just got dropped, but they just basically they covered the main theme, and it's like, okay, so they had to get a syncing license more than likely. I guess what I'm saying is it was encouraging because like, okay, you'll still be able to use the recognizable
Yeah.
track, but it's just going to be like a cover and stuff like that.
Right.
I was curious as to what, pitfalls you might have ran into.
Yeah.
doing that, but if it's that straightforward, it's good to know.
Yeah,
But,
for us, it's been pretty straightforward. So, I mean, I don't know how that translates over to like if you were to put our cover of Break the Ice in a film, I don't know how it works like in tandem.
If you're paying double.
Yeah.
double the
Yeah, I don't know how that,
I remember talking about that in a class, and like, I know you can do the cover like in a film, and it's if I remember correctly, it's kind of this like same thing, but it's a little more pricey for that license, but it's still way cheaper than
right.
the fucking song.
Right.
Like,
Basketball did Real Big Fish. I think that's when they did Take On Me
Uh-huh.
in that movie.
Yeah.
nice.
Basketball was an amazing. What a concept.
Oh yeah.
I also love that they were also in dresses and high on mushrooms when they were on the red carpet for that.
Yeah.
Or acid. Was it acid or
Is it
mushrooms?
acid?
Oh.
They took acid and they
It's
just kept
magical.
saying, yeah, it's just a magical night.
Let me ask you, doing the cover, did you always have in mind like how you wanted to make your version of it, or did you just kind of learn it on the when you started finally making the cover?
I think this version came out way cooler than I had in my mind.
Okay.
Because like,
The same thing, it came out different than what you thought, but
Yeah.
even cooler. Like, okay.
yeah, partly because of the our writer in this man. He's way better at guitar than I was.
Also, though, I think you have to consider, and I mean, I know the question was for you, but considering that, like, when you first wanted to cover it, you thought about it with no bragging rights, and then it never happened, and that sonically would have been completely different than what.
Well, it would have been, I think, closer to what we were just struggling on the leads because I can't play those leads. I don't know
Yeah.
how we would have gone around it, which is probably why we never covered it.
Right.
But as far as like, I know that originally I wanted to do it as close to the original. So I think it would have been kind of close. I think had it been with MBR, we would have tried to like make it a little more two-step.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I floated a cover idea from Karate Kid to Ryan for Midnight Brigade.
You're the
A
best.
metal, no, for a metal cover. I'll show you after the show so nobody steals the idea. But he was like, I sent it to our Midnight Brigade chat, and Ryan was like, dude, I was in theaters for Karate Kid. I'm so down. Like, Ty was like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Nice.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Well, if it came out better than you thought it would be, like cooler than
Yeah,
you thought, that's
yeah.
fucking amazing.
it's wild how good that cover came out. Like,
we have
He's so surprised.
it's wild how good, yeah.
the even crazier one was for I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas,
Yep.
Okay.
which I want
Yeah.
I want to do it for not my wife, but I threw the idea out to my buddy, and he's just like our guitar player. And originally I was just like, do this for me because it's so ridiculous. Like, don't let it be. It won't be part of our band. It came out so good. So we ended up releasing it.
Yeah, we
to our
released it
band.
at Christmas last year.
Nice. That's amazing. That is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you have a question for us that you tabled, or did you already ask it?
I kind of, well, technically it's two different questions, but I don't know if we really want to ask it.
Just do it.
It was more of a Robot Lab throwback, but
Oh, okay.
Let's
do it before we'll end on this.
I don't know if you want to, but but you guys always put the like, what questions do you have, or what would be your answer to this, or what? And I always respond with, you never bring a condom to a bukkake fight. If anybody's wondering, I'm the one that always sends that in.
Yeah,
because it's a throwback to the robot.
Yeah.
And I always like to think it throws off what the rhythm of the show was supposed to be.
Just completely.
Yes,
dude, I love that whenever, because he's usually the one that reads it, but he reads everybody's usernames, right?
Okay.
So he's like, who's Dead by Dawn? Like, just start laughing immediately when I hear your name. Papa.
I think I asked it like 5 or 6 times in a row. Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody listening, the context of that is a really gross joke from a long time ago. So,
Very gross joke from a long time ago, but it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, words of wisdom.
Yeah. Let's say it sounds like an ancient proverb.
Yeah.
It's fortune cookie.
Yeah. I believe the ancient Chinese proverb.
It's that men who stand on toilet get high on pot. You know?
Well, I don't know how long you guys go. I don't want to say in terms of to wrap things up, but I want to say, like, we haven't got to do this in a long time, and I greatly appreciate you so much. We finally got to do this, man.
Yeah, I'm excited,
Awesome.
man.
Like, I want you to know, dude, I'm like fucking super proud of you.
Dude.
Super proud of you guys, like watching you guys do this shit, and it's not easy. And like you said, consistency.
Yeah.
You guys fucking doing awesome, dude.
Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, it's all 99% Mike. So, but I don't feel bad about that because those were the terms.
They were the
go.
terms.
They were
Yeah.
the terms.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'll do this podcast as long as I can just show up and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take care of everything else. Like everything else. He's like, yeah. I was like, all right.
Hey, you started kind of putting out clips.
I know, dude. But we can talk about this off camera, but
I love it so much. It's just it's been like hey Mike, can you just grab like the intro clip? We'll put it online. He's like, yeah.
I use my phone so much that my data is gone.
Oh,
And
okay.
so
Yeah.
usually I just screen grab, the intro. I can edit it real quick.
Yeah.
But like
What do you edit on?
CapCut on my phone.
Yeah.
So it's just like really fast stuff.
He's like, peasant.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You've seen the show.
Yeah.
And so, but it's gotten to the point where like I'll try to do a screen grab,
Yeah.
and the resolution is so low.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do this. Like it's gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
The raw file.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that wasn't a joke either. It's called raw file. Yeah.
Dude, well, shit. You want to plug the socials? Plug where people can find some of these films? And
Again, Phase 3 Films on YouTube, Phase 3 Films on Instagram. Yeah, dude, thanks for having us on. Thanks for thinking of me. Thanks for thinking of us. I'm glad we got to do this. And again, I guess just to close it out on my end, like don't ever think you can't do it. Like,
yeah.
Don't let any proverbial fake wall or gatekeeping thing tell you can't do it.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, DIY all the way around, and once you're through it, you'll know you can do it, and you can do it again. So
Hell yeah. That's the
thanks,
title of the
guys.
episode right there. Once you're through it, you know you can do it.
110%.
Yeah.
Phase 3 films.
Yes.
Phase 3 films, man.
Bam.
Dude, well, for us, at Walking Blind Pod everywhere, email address walkingblindpod@gmail.com. We still plug it because it feels right.
Yeah.
But the emails that we get are from people who clearly don't listen to our show.
Like, yeah.
we
What a New York Times bestseller.
Wow.
Like, part of me wants to say yes.
I know. Part of me wants to say yes too, but I feel like it's just like it's almost disrespectful to them.
Yeah. It's like a legit person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's like a like clearly they have like I don't even know what they saw.
Well, okay, so this is the reason why, and I can tell you this honestly. It's because mental health is one of the main topics on our description for the podcast, right? So what people will do is a lot of people that book guests for podcasts or like somebody's producer, right? Like if we go, hey Jesse, get us onto other podcasts, Jesse would be the one looking for podcasts that we maybe would make appearances on, and then reaching out to them to say, hey, check out my boys Mike and Mike, whatever. So that's what these people are doing. They're seeing mental health and they're stopping there, and they're not really like listening to our show, right?
They're not doing the deep dive.
So that's why I kind of give them some grace. I don't really, but it is kind of funny. Some of the offers that we get, we're like, so-and-so is like an ex New York City policeman who like fought corruption in the 13th district and create, and I'm like, I want you on the show, but like I don't think you know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
I almost want to respond to these people like, hey, listen to an episode and then genuinely tell us, and we'll say
that's
yes,
fair,
right?
Yeah,
like,
no, absolutely, I think so.
But
because you know why? Then you build a rapport.
Yeah.
Because then it shows trust and honesty.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You should do it. Yeah.
Then you don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than just blindsiding a New York Times bestseller coming on the show and being like, what are you listening to this week, dude?
Yeah.
One of them was like a finance guy.
Yeah, one of them was like a personal wealth and finance guy.
Finance bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, come on.
Hey, come on, man. Yeah, there've been a couple offers on there that we've like, it would be awesome to have this person on, but I feel like it would be like,
They'd just be like, what the fuck?
yeah, like what the fuck are we doing here?
Just do it. Just do a test run.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, you don't have to air that episode.
That's facts, yeah.
True.
See how it plays out.
And
Probably ask us not to.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it would be through video, right? Because who knows where people are at.
Yeah.
And then whenever
Plus,
we do
he's
our
like, hey, we're gonna fly, man.
yeah,
We'll send the car.
Yeah.
We'll send the car to go get him. Jesse.
Just me, my
Yeah.
camera.
Jesse takes the van to go pick him up.
Just put him in the back. He'll feel like royalty.
Yeah, that's fine. Everything's fine. So, but yeah, dude. Once again, I'm so stoked you're here. Thank you for
having me,
coming on,
sir.
man. I'm like,
It's been a minute. So.
It's
been great to finally meet you guys. So,
yeah, dude. I'm happy it's been this like big full circle moment of like coming back and a little less vulgar than what we're used to when we're sitting in a podcast room together. But yeah,
I think it's come with a lot more wisdom.
Yeah.
Look at you guys all grown
Look at
up,
us,
mature.
Look at us, older and I don't know about wiser.
I don't know about mature, but
Yeah. And you know what? To tie back into the Robot Lab, I did text Larry, and I was like, "Hey man, you want to send in some questions for Daniel? Like anything that he would know it was you." And
was he like, "Fuck no"?
No, he goes, "Dude, anything that I have to ask him will probably get all of you canceled." And I was like, fair.
It's true. It's true. Larry knows where the bodies were buried.
Yeah. Larry's been there through it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out Larry.
Yep.
Shout out Larry Bear himself.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Sick.
Well, yeah. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey,
All right.
you're kicking ass over there, dude.
Thanks,
Yeah, dude.
No.
It's a great cock right there.
Oh God.
All right, we love you guys. Peace.
Thanks, guys.